Peace. Peace and love, y'all. Salute, 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 good people. Um, Hope everybody's doing well. Infinite blessings to you guys. Um, Apologies for the little pushback. I intended um, to go on at 6:30, but had to delay it uh, for a bit because there were some things that I had to gather in preparation for our discussion today that I wanted to have on hand. Um, but I think I'm all good now. I guess we're just going to have to do with what we have so far. So I was doing some scrambling behind the scenes, y'all, trying to get prepared for this. Also, there is so much to say um, that I was trying to fit every little thing that I wanted to touch on in my notes so that I don't forget anything. But at the same time, I don't know if I went a little bit overboard because, like I said, there is so much to say because we did not convene last week, right? We did not meet here last week. So there's just a lot of things that have taken place since then. Of course, crazy scene in these boxing streets currently, beautiful people, as you know. I will touch upon, to the best of my ability, everything that I have been gathering, right? But of course, before we divulge all of these aspects and more, and I'm sure you guys will remind me of anything else that you guys have been seeing as well, or want to highlight and bring some shine to in this evening's discussion. Of course, we will touch upon that as well, as you guys always do, right? Shine a light on some things that may have even gone over my head, right? But we'll tap into all of that and more. Firstly, beautiful people, of course, I'm extending infinite blessings to the beautiful family. It's lovely to see you, right? It felt a little bit awkward going a week without talking to you guys, so I'm definitely glad um, to reconvene, right, in this good old space and catch up with the good family. So let's do things right. Let's start things off right. Okay, I got my incense burning. I got my water, my peppermint at my side. I'm ready to go, right? Let me salute the good family, see who's in the building before we begin, before we commence this good old boxing talk. Let's see who we got. First on deck, put it on the chat if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me make sure my volume is up. I think my volume is fine. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Put some nines in the chat if I'm audible. Put a 9 in the chat if y'all ready for this work. Okay, let me know we are good to go. In the meantime, I guess I'll do my salutations because I'm looking good on my end. Let's see who we got up in here. Oh my goodness, hold on, let me turn my screen all the way up. Hold on. We got the king, my twin, Daryl Anderson. By the way, twin, it is all the way Leo season now that it is August, right? This is officially Leo season. Shout out to all the July Leos out there, but real talk. I mean, the big guns come in when we hit August. We already know what time it is. Salute to my twin, Daryl Anderson. He says, salute to the beautiful queen, a.k.a. my twin, Sugar Free. Salute to the rest of the kings and the queens in the chat. Big salute, big blessings to my twin, Daryl. I hope that you are well, King. Lovely to see you as always. And thank you very much, sir. Let them know, get them nines all the way up in the chat, but it's cooking, right? If y'all ready to go. Who else we got up in here? Salute to the king, Judd, one of my absolute favorites. Salute to the king in the building. He says, salute to the great warrior queen. Infinite blessings to the king, Judd. Always lovely to see my good brother, right? He is wonderful with that energy. Always 10 toes as usual, King. Thank you so much for stopping by, right? And here he goes, right on cue. He says, standing 10 toes down in here. Yes, King, I see you as always, and you never come with anything less, King. Lovely to see you. Oh my goodness, we got my queen, Mama Love, in the building. Infinite blessings, infinite peace to the queen, Mama Love, Chiquila Fields in the building. She says, salute, beautiful warrior queen. Peace to the family. Infinite blessings to the Mama Love. 10 toes as well. And as per usual, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who else we got up in here. Oh my goodness, the great Mike, one of my original hitters, is in the building, who simply says salute, sugar free and chat. Infinite blessings to the great Mike. Always happy to see you and happy to have you in the building. Right? Gotta show big, big love to the great Mike. Let's see who else is up in. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes, my beautiful king. BFTB is in the building. He says, hey, beautiful goddess. Infinite blessings to my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful king. BF, I always got to put some sauce on it for the beautiful king. Blessings to you, king. Thank you so much. It always makes me smile to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Speaking of big love and big stepping, we got the king, Eric. Oh, 10 toes on deck in the building with his roses for me. Thank you, Eric. Infinite blessings to you. He says, salute, queen. Infinite blessings. You know, I love my roses. That is my flower. Infinite blessings to the king, Eric. I'm just scrolling through here as you guys make your way in. I don't want to miss anyone. All right. We got some 9s from my mama love. Thank you, mama love. We also have the king, the village brother in the building, who says salute, queen, and chat. Infinite blessings to the king village in the building. Always wonderful to see you as well. Right. We got the king cell block in the building. Big stepping with that energy. He says, cook it up, queen. You already know, king. We're going to get into it. We definitely got the stove on and the seasonings prepped. You know what I mean? We're going to get to this work for sure. We also got the king, TZ Frank, big stepping in the building, 10 toes and nothing less. He says, Shakur and Keyshawn, some suckers. Oh my God, TZ. Do we have a lot to talk about this evening, y'all? Oh my God. Trust me, we're going to get into that and more. Salute to the king, Snoopy Mac, aka Snoop, as I call him. Infinite blessings to the king, Snoop. And absolutely, and yes, indeed, dream team on deck, DHP over everybody. You already know how we stepping up on this side. Salute to the king, Snoopy Mac, in the building with us today. We also got the king, Specs, in the building. Infinite blessings, infinite peace to the king, Specs. He says she is the queen. Yes, indeed. All day, every day, king. I appreciate you being here. My beautiful king, BF, gave me some 9s. All is audible. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, beautiful king. I'm just scrolling through up in here. More 9s, more 9s. Y'all know that's my number. Infinite blessings to the good family. Uh-oh, here he go. The king, John Martin, is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He says, good evening and salute to the queen, Sugar-Free Mars. Keep cooking and dropping truth on all of these 9s up in here. Infinite blessings, big peace, big salute, big energy to the king, John Martin, as always. Lovely to see you. Thank you for connecting with the goddess and the good family up in here today. We got the king, Eden, the wise, big stepping up in here. He says loud and clear and ready. Let's go, King Eden. That's what I'm talking about. Blessings to you, King. Thank you so much for carving out some time to come chill with me. All right. Salute to T Hunt with his 9s and his heart and his salute. Okay, T Hunt. I see how you stepping today. Infinite blessings to you, King. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. We got OG in the building who says, blessings, queen. Salute to the OG. I appreciate you very, very, very much. Can't tell you guys how wonderful it is to see you guys rolling up in here. Oh my goodness, the king Dante joined us today, beautiful people. He says, salute my sister, Sugar-Free Mars. Infinite blessings to the king Dante. Wow, look. We got the king CBD. Okay, CBD. He says, hit that like button, subscribe, share, hype, comment, and support. Thank you, King CBD, because I surely did forget to say that at the outset, right? So thank you so much for reminding me and reminding the good family, and most certainly and most definitely hit that like button, you guys. Definitely share the content, right? Let's get them likes up. Let's support the channel. Appreciate you for the reminder. As always, thank you so much. What did my twin say? Twin says Sugar-Free got Debo Dev doing BMX X game tricks out here, because that's how he's running and rolling up on these scared ass niggas out here, twin. You know what I mean? I had to come correct with the little AI, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how these sucker ass niggas is getting rolled up on by Debo. They getting ran over, which is why they are absolutely tucking their tails away from that work that they know is rolling up on them. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Thank you, twin. He's absolutely BMXing on these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else we got up in here. I don't want to miss anybody. I'm just scrolling through. We got the King Julian in the building. He says, salute, sugar free. Salute to the King Julian Burnwell, who is joining us today as well. Salute to you, King. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. One of my hitters as well is the King NBA. Nice. Infinite blessings to the King NBA, who says salute to the beautiful queen. Thank you so much, King NBA. Always lovely to see you and have that wonderful energy up in here. We got Reggie King in the building. He says, Freemans, I want to hear your thoughts first time. Okay, well, first time up in the building, you mean? Well, salute to you, right? I have a lot of thoughts that I will divulge with you, and I'm interested in hearing yours as well, right? Always, that's the wonderful thing about this side on my channel here is that it's a discourse, right? We converse together and get our thoughts out. So definitely feel free to divulge your thoughts as well in the chat. Okay. you telling too much, twin. You telling too much. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Keep that on the low. All right. Salute to the King, Javier, in the building as well. He says, salute, lovely. Love your work. Thank you so much, Javier. I appreciate you very, very much for that. Thank you so much. And lovely to have you join this evening. I'm very appreciative. All right. I see some more nines coming in. All right, beautiful family. Let's see how I want to begin this. Hold on. You guys know how I do. You guys know how I do. Let me take a sip of this water because I already know. I already feel it. So let me cool down before I heat up in here, y'all. Hold on. Take my little peppermint. You guys, how do I want to begin this? There is, like I said, there's so much to say that I really felt a bit scattered in preparation for our discussion. Because like I said, of course, we did not convene last week, right? I had to rescind last week's show. And I figured that when I would come back with kind of like a clean slate and things would kind of be, because it was a lot to process with the whole EJ and the retirement, right? And all of the folly up into that point that had culminated, concerning, the purse bid. We were waiting for the purse bid up into that point and, all those things that was unfolding. So I said, you know what? When I come back, I would have had enough time and space, to process, right? To kind of decompress a little bit because so much had been going on, brothers and sisters. But the boxing gods had other plans. They said, sugar-free goddess, this is going to be a whole hailstorm that you walk through upon coming back and having to reconvene with the good family. So I have been having no breaks, brothers and sisters, and neither have you as boxing diehard, right? We have had no breaks and sitting back watching all levels of foolishness, all levels of inanity unfold over the course of the past week, brothers and sisters. It has been an absolute clown show out here, if I may say so myself. I think we're going to need some therapy as a boxing community after witnessing everything that we have just gone through and everything, real talk, that we have been going through. It's been a composite of inanity, right? A composite of it, a whole, field of just endless, nonsensical asininity on every level in these boxing streets, unfortunately, right? And it seems like just when we thought that we have seen and witnessed and observed just about everything that we can take, just when we thought that we had sat through as much folly as we could deal with and perceive of in one sitting, brothers and sisters, we have been furthermore inundated with even more asininity, even more idiocy, even more fatuity and irrationality, brothers and sisters, from the likes, of course, of none other than hot girl summer snatched waist Stevenson and his goddamn handyman slash lackey slash doja slash gopher, ADD goddamn Davis, brothers and sisters. What the hell is going on in boxing? What is going on in boxing? I need us to understand what is going on. And so I have this question because it has been at the forefront of my mind. It has been seemingly the cornerstone of a lot of our thoughts and views and perspectives as of late, brothers and sisters. It's something that we cannot, unfortunately, sidestep. We have to sit with this question way too often for my liking. What is going on in boxing? Particularly, brothers and sisters, at the hands of Wactive Squad. What's going on here, ladies and gentlemen? I know I'm not the only one in absolute bewilderment about this. Okay? Hold on, I want to salute some people that just came up in here. Salute to my good brother, Mark Wunderlich in the building. Always big stepping with that energy. Touch that like, hashtag LDBC, hashtag Bomb Squad, hashtag Team Petty, hashtag DHP. You already know what it is, King, right? And definitely salute to my LDBC family. All right, those are my brothers, right? Who else is up in here? Is this, hold on. I know who this is. This is this Rock? I know him from BF's channel. Salute to you, right? I think this is my first time seeing you here. Infinite blessings. He says, what? Very amazing vocab. Thank you, King Rock. Lovely to see you. And thank you for coming over on this side, right? Peace to the good brother Rock in the building. All right. Salute to Malik, the good brother, also a family member of the yard. I see you, King. Infinite blessings to you. Oh, is it? He came back. He says, this is Rock. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Infinite blessings to the King Rock and welcome. Brothers and sisters, what is going on in boxing? Okay. Now, there are a lot of things that I want to peel back the layers of. Okay. And you tell me if I am veering off the path in any particular type of way that would differentiate from what you have in your mindset. Right? Let me know if I'm bugging. Because sometimes I got to see, y'all know I'm fiery as hell. I am not called Mars for nothing. I'm not called sugar free for nothing. My good family already knows what time it is with the goddess. You know what I mean? But sometimes I got to sit back and say, yo, Queen, you know what I mean? What's going on, Mars? Let me check the temperatures here. Because I know you don't got no problem with no heat, no smoke, no fire. Right? But are you a little bit too hot? Are you a little bit too heavy in this particular area or another? Right? I got to check in with myself sometimes to say, hey, the goddess Mars, what we cooking on over here? What is the disposition? Why do you feel so heightened by this? Right? Let's measure the levels of what it is that we see. Do a little bit of balancing if we need to. Right? I got to check in with myself to see if I'm bugging. Ladies and gentlemen, ain't a goddamn thing about me has been bugging as far as my disposition on what has been going on. Okay? My frustration has been absolutely warranted, as I'm sure all of yours has been as well, just as mine has. Let's take a peek, brothers and sisters. Over the past, excuse me, I hope I'm not smacking too loudly on my mint. I'm gonna try to watch that. Good people. The past week has been, let's keep it a buck, y'all. Let's really, really talk, good family. The past motherfucking week has been an absolute shit show for the boxing world. Can we keep it a buck about that? Can we do that? Can we speak plainly about what it is that, can we call it as it is? I'd like to be honest with my good family. That's what I like to do. Okay? It's been an absolute goddamn shit show sitting back and watching these things unfold. unfold. The antics, the shenanigans, the charades, the folly, from start to finish, from top to bottom. A fucking shit show is what boxing has become in the hands of characters such as the ones that we see given the particular spotlight and shine right now. I have sat back and taken account of and account for the fact that the sport that I love, brothers and sisters, let's get into this. I have had to sit back and take account of the fact that the sport that I vehemently support, resoundingly stand 10 toes besides, has been made an absolute parody of, brothers and sisters. Absolutely run amok. Run amok with these crazy ass, sassy ass antics we have been watching. Good people, I know you have too, but I have been watching boxing fans on all levels, not just my beautiful people that I'm in touch with on a constant basis. I'm talking about the extended boxing community. I have had to sit back and watch every level of boxing supporters sit back in sheer dismay, brothers and sisters. Absolute disappointment, total disenchantment, and absolute letdown by what has been occurring at the hands of these fucking chump-ass cowards that have been given a spotlight and a chance to herald in an era that we could rally behind, but have instead made an absolute fucking parody of the sport that we love, good people. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. It's been absolutely exhausting, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely embarrassing for the sport of boxing. These things that we have been witnessing. Exhausting is the only word that can come to my mind at this particular time, because it's the only thing that encompasses and encapsulates the feeling and the mentality. What is going on? It is not just me, a very staunch diehard. It's not just you, good family. All types of staunch diehards up in here that rock with Sugar Free and rock with the real ones in these boxing streets. I'm talking about every level of boxing fan. I have been looking across social media, and so have you. You've seen it. All types of fans, whether they fans of these sassy ass niggas or otherwise. They have been dismayed, brothers and sisters, absolutely let down by the fucking cowardice that we had to sit through and watch from these chumps. Over the past week, I saw the outright insulting of boxing fans, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me I'm lying. An insult to boxing fans at whatever level they may be on. Boxing fans have been insulted, ladies and gentlemen. Our intelligence, our esteem, our support, our dollars, our future support, everything has been insulted by these fucking clowns. And that, for me, real talk, has been the most calamitous aspect of all of this. That has been the most calamitous for me, ladies and gentlemen. Watching boxing fans be insulted. I don't have to agree with every, color that they choose or every person that they like or, who's their favorite, so forth, etc. Boxing fans are boxing fans. Just because I don't agree with you don't mean I don't have a respect for your respect for the sport that I fucking respect. That doesn't mean that I want to see any self-proclaimed boxing fans be disrespected. But these fighters got such an ego nowadays, apparently, that they think they could just, saunter their way in and shit on anybody and everybody. What's this? What the fuck is this era? calamitous sitting back watching this stuff take place. Absolutely calamitous, ladies and gentlemen, seeing us, the core boxing fanship, all levels of boxing fanship, be made to seem as some type of frivolous, menial, trivial, proponent or aspect of boxing that can easily be overlooked and left unheard and disrespected. Stop me when I'm fucking capping. Stop me when I'm capping. That's how they treated the boxing fanship, brothers and sisters. No matter what side you stand on, they treated you like a menial triviality. Shakur Stevenson, that old fucking jive turkey, and ADD goddamn Davis. Treated you as a frivolous thing. It don't matter what you have been demanding as a boxing fan. It don't matter where you have put your dollars as a boxing fan or where you intend to potentially put your dollars in the future. Don't matter. I don't give a damn because I am higher than thou. Ain't that the energy that we have been peeping? Right? Seeing these clowns, Shakur and ADD goddamn Davis, fully operating within a space that appears to be that, they are in some type of belief in their mind, right? That somehow they are deeming themselves to be mighty enough, supreme enough to have the leisure, the leeway, and the right to unmitigatedly play in our faces, ladies and gentlemen. Am I capping or not? You tell me. Is that not how these men have been sauntering around and parading themselves around? Right? While we are calling for the best to fight the best, while we simply want to see black excellence, black elite warriorship at its height, these niggas are sitting down, sipping fucking lemonade and getting their fucking toenails painted out here. Stop me if I'm capping. They sitting down telling us, oh, I ain't got to do that. What have they done for me? Right? Oh, I don't got to fight him. I make all types of money now, you hear? I ain't got to fight this person or that person. I get paid regardless. This is the fucking sassy ass energy we got to deal with as boxing fans, brothers and sisters. And that has precisely been the point of intolerability for me as a staunch and avid boxing diehard. Absolutely intolerable. 1000% intolerable for me. I do not play games, brothers and sisters, okay, with anything in life. Boxing is no goddamn exception for me. All right? Wherever my vehemence and passion goes, the pressure fucking follows. I don't give a fuck if it's boxing or anything. You're going to get that reality. You're going to get that heat and that pressure that comes with that. Boxing is not simply entertainment. We are in support of beautiful elite black warriorship on display. We are in support of the journeys of fighters who stand to make legacy for themselves in the line of beautiful black giants who have done it before them, brothers and sisters. Yes, indeed. We don't just sit back and buy a pay-per-view blindly sitting down, clapping our hands and rooting and cheering. Hell no. We are talking about elite black American warriorship over a century of history in this country of our beautiful brothers and sisters who have come along the way and paved this beautiful sport that we love and that we stand on, brothers and sisters. Talk to me nice. So no, I'm not playing no games about boxing. And when I see cowardice, that shit got to be cut the fuck out, pack the fuck up, and brought the fuck to the side, brothers and sisters, to put it nicely. That's about as nice as you're going to get it today. Because I'm heated at the folly and the fuckery that I see going on. These people have disgraced the sport, absolutely disrespected the sport with the inanity that we saw unfold, brothers and sisters. The ducking, the dodging, the conniving, the scheming, the plotting, the tucking of goddamn tails. What the fuck is going on? These niggas ought to be packed up and hurled the fuck out of boxing. That is not any aspect of the sport that I condone or support. This shit is unprecedented. And it seems to be getting worse by the day. And any real one in the building, whether you have a platform or not, ought to be calling this out for what it is. That will never be anything that we should put our dollars towards. Excuse me? Hells no. Not on my goddamn watch. Now, the boxing community that values and upholds and has a level of respect for the greatness that we want to see in boxing, brothers and sisters, right? What we want to support, what we want to attest to. All of these values that the hardcore and the fanship, the viewership of boxing inherently has totally been spat upon with the antics and the charades that we have seen over the past week. Think about that. Just because it happened by, preferred popular faces doesn't mean that they ain't trying to shit on you. Just because you have liked them at one particular time or another, or currently maybe in support of them, brothers and sisters, they fucking spat in the faces of the boxing viewership and the support base. That is not up for discussion. That's what the fuck happened, ladies and gentlemen, by sidestepping the best fights that can be made in the sport right now. You need to understand that. That value and support and respect that we have had totally been spat on by the charades that we saw these motherfuckers pull off over the past week. That they have been plotting and scheming to pull off for however long they have contrived this behind the scenes. Absolutely sidestepped, absolutely bamboozled, totally left astray. At the hands of the shook one, ADD Davis, and they goddamn puppet master Pappy Pimp, that old fucking jive turkey. Let's put the onus where it belongs, brothers and sisters. Put the onus where it belongs, ladies and gentlemen. No half-stepping over here. For months, beautiful people, us boxing diehards have been anticipating. Stop me when I'm lying. Us boxing diehards have been anticipating, vying for, and in full backing of the materialization of two premier fights that would satiate all of boxing, brothers and sisters. All of boxing. Just these two fights. Of course, there are others, right, that we can put together. But these particular two fights with the young King Devin and Shakur and subsequently ADD and Young King. Those two fights would have satiated the whole boxing landscape, brothers and sisters. Y'all know that's not cap. Everybody was on the fringes, on the edges, waiting for these two things to be concretized. We waited with absolute alacrity, ladies and gentlemen, to see the biggest fight in the sport be made, which is between Young King and Shakur Stevenson, right? But we were also salivating over the possibility that the secondary fight with ADD Davis would be concretized and brought into solidification. Facts or no? Who in the boxing world was not talking about those two fights, brothers and sisters, over the span of the past 2-3 months or however long it's been? Countless weeks at this particular point. Who hasn't been talking about this fight, salivating over this fight, thinking about this fight, giving opinions on this fight, so forth, etc.? This is what we have wanted. And this is all levels of boxing fanship, brothers and sisters. It's an impossibility to find anybody on any level who was not providing some type of discourse or disposition on these fights. Okay? Let's pull on our recollection for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's recollect on something really quickly. Over the past 2 months, the legendary Trill Bill, right, made a proposal. You remember, made a proposal to both AGG and Hot Girl Summer Stevenson, brothers and sisters. Okay? And in that proposal, the legendary, as I call him, right, he proposed that DHP's objective, made it absolutely clear, brothers and sisters, that DHP's aim and objective was to concretize back-to-back fights with both of those brothers. Okay? That was made apparent from the outset, ladies and gentlemen. That's what DHP was on. All right? I want both of you. Both of y'all been on the hit list. You already know what it is. You know how we stepping was popping. Okay? And we all saw the infamous video from Gilly, right? Where Bill and ADD Davis were on the phone, the FaceTime, right? And the legendary was trying to, bring the proposal to the table, make it absolutely clear that they wanted both of them. After that proposal was made, ladies and gentlemen, he also stipulated within that it did not matter in which order the fights took place. Trill Bill said, Hot Girl Summer Stevenson and ADD Davis can figure it out amongst themselves. Who wanted to go first, who wanted to go second, and all of the other, details that they wanted to, think about and click up on, they can decide for themselves. At the end of the day, the only thing that concerned DHP, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing that mattered was that they both signed the contract. They both signed the agreement to fight back-to-back fights with Devin. Stop me when I'm capping, brothers and sisters. Now, what we got instead, ladies, this shit is so fucking despicable. What we got instead, brothers and sisters, what we got in lieu of an agreement to those terms was nothing but motherfucking excuses from that point onward. There was no agreement. Nobody concurred. Nobody wanted to solidify the fight being made. Those suckers on that side absolutely refrained and recoiled in real time away from that proposition that DHP had made. We got nothing but excuses from Snatch Waist God Stevenson and ADD Davis. Did we not? We got cries, right? We heard all types of excuses for escape routes. We got everything but a fucking agreement. We got motherfucking left turns. We got niggas stuttering over sentences, right? We got literal people praying for fucking Jesus to take the wheel out here, right? We got niggas motherfucking requesting for blessings to be had. All types of shit, brothers and sisters. You remember? Everything except what? Let's fight is what we got. No concretization whatever was in sight. Ain't that some shit? For the past 2 or so months, brothers and sisters, among the endless tweets, the endless fucking movie skits, the motherfucking doing it for the gram, posts, amid all of that, not one of these sassy sucker ass niggas said yes with the intent to actually get in there with the young king. Ain't that some shit? Think about that. Think about the months that you have had to endure. Think about the weeks that you have had to endure as a boxing fan, ladies and gentlemen. Think about your investment, your time, your wanting to see the fight. Think about the carrot being dangled in front of you and how they absolutely disrespected your demand to see the best fight the best. Process that, ladies and gentlemen, because that's exactly what happened. That is precisely what was being done to the boxing fanship and viewership. I have a question, ladies and gentlemen. I got a question. And it's a real question, okay? I'm dead ass serious. Are these men we're dealing with in boxing, brothers and sisters? Are these men that we are dealing with in boxing? Because I have been led, and I am continually led to surmise that this sport of boxing, apart from a few real ones, is replete with nothing but juvenile, petulant, imbecilic fucking children. These are not men. These are not men. I don't know what the fuck we are dealing with, but it is not men. The men that I know in boxing have a code, have an honor about them, have a sense of valor and temerity about them, brothers and sisters. What the fuck is the sassy ass time that we see these fighters on? Why are they parading around as if this shit is cute? Why are you chasing me? Oh my God, leave me alone. Oh my God, why are you so obsessed with me? No, I'm just living my life. I'm on vacation. Damn, you really want to fight me? Oh my goodness. Well, why you keep, I'm not even sweating you. Why are you mentioning me? Does that sound like fucking valor or warriorship or manhood to you? My fucking niece don't even talk like that, brothers and sisters. Real talk. My niece don't even talk like that. What is this? Where is the manhood in boxing? Apart from the few who stand in uprightly in 10 toes and we know who they are. Okay? I know who they are not. It's definitely not fucking hot girl Summer Stevenson or ADD goddamn Davis. That's for sure. It's definitely not with them. As they evinced themselves, brothers and sisters. Another question that I have been having is like, are the men of honor and heart within boxing quickly becoming an endangered phenomenon? Are they becoming endangered? People with heart, uprightness, fortitude, valor? Is that becoming endangered in boxing, ladies and gentlemen? What is this trend? What is this trend? That shit needs to be absolutely dissipated ASAP and done away with ASAP. That's a fucking seed that cannot catch on and take root in boxing. I will have no parts of that. And we need to call that fuckery out for what it is at the root, at the base of it, when we see that shit being exemplified by these brothers. Funny how I don't see really anybody else in boxing of other cultures outside of, let's say, Teofimo Lopez and Riri, the racist. We see them sassy ass niggas always, on some hoe ass shit because they some hoe ass niggas, right? But lately there seems to be an epidemic of hoe assness with the premier elite black fighters. What is this? I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm quite concerned about that. Because we are supposed to be the centerpiece and cornerstone of boxing, always the standard, always the point of elevation of the sport, have always been. What are these young niggas doing? What is in their mind's eye? Who is propagating this behavior? We got a lot of questions to ask as a black boxing community, ladies and gentlemen. Because our fighters are who are exemplifying and exhibiting this behavior at an alarming rate and thinking it's cute to do it, so much so that they gasconade about doing it. The whole energy is what I call it. That's why I deem today's little thing, how whole can you fucking go? Because it's a lot of whole ass shit going on out here. Crazy work to me, you guys. Whole energy is so utterly replete in these boxing streets that I cannot even tell at this particular juncture, brothers and sisters, the difference between today's boxing scene and a goddamn whole stroll. It's a very thin line. I almost cannot tell the difference. I almost cannot tell the difference with the way these people have been moving and operating out here. And certainly, without a doubt, the snatch waist god Stevenson and his little puppy on a leash, ADD goddamn Davis, got every corner of that whole stroll on absolute lockdown, ladies and gentlemen. Stop me when I'm capping. Stop me when I'm capping. These two suckers, brothers and sisters, are so spineless, so doused in fragility, absolute fragility, that they simultaneously ducked the offer to fight Devin. Think about that. When did you ever see a simultaneous duck? Has anybody, you know what I mean? Has anybody ever seen that in boxing? A fucking tag team duck championship? That's definitely a first for me. I've never seen the likes of this in boxing before. A simultaneous duck? Mom, god damn. A 2-for-1 motherfucking duck? What is this? This is most certainly a new era. Maybe I'm definitely old school, but goddamn, maybe I'm way beyond, further along than I thought. Because I don't know nothing about this shit. If this is new school, I will forever be old school. If that's the case, these new niggas can keep that sassy ass shit. Simultaneous 2-for-1 motherfucking duck special. Okay? What is this? But that's not even the most ghastly proponent of all of this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's think about this. That is not even the most ghastly proponent or aspect of this. What's worse, brothers and sisters, for me at least, and you tell me if you concur, what's worse is the pump faking that has been involved in all of this from the outset. That has been the most ghastly aspect of this to me, brothers and sisters. The fucking capping. Both of these bitch ass niggas, Hot Girl Summer Stevenson and ADD Davis, denied the fight. Okay? But they also had the unqualified gall. They also had the goddamn unqualified motherfucking gall, brothers and sisters, to put on the performances of a lifetime. I'm talking about Oscar-worthy performances, ladies and gentlemen, standing ovation performances out here. Trying to pump fake so that they could make it seem, so that they could make an attempt to convince and induce the public into believing that they were actually with the shits. This whole goddamn time. The whole shit has been capped, brothers. Like the entire, you know what I'm saying? And that shit has been absolutely crazy because along the way they have gathered and garnered the hearts of the people, brothers and sisters. Tell me if I'm, you know what I mean? Let me know if I'm tripping. Who hasn't loved Shakur Stevenson? Even though I do not rock with this man at all at this particular point, brothers and sisters, the reality is, as my good family already knows, for the better part of nearly a decade, I have been a staunch and avid supporter fan of E.T. goddamn Stevenson. Literally, just like I have been of Devin. It has only been up until recently that I have rescinded my support of that man because of how he is moving. But Shakur Stevenson has no doubt captured the heart of many people in the boxing world. We believed in him, as we have touched upon in many of our conversations, ladies and gentlemen, right? And so Keyshawn Davis, in his association with Shakur Stevenson, of course, in also association with Bud Crawford, he has captured the hearts, of the boxing world as well, right? In addition to his own Olympic, people who had been following Keyshawn ever since then or whatever, right? But that, I say that to say that they have had a semblance of, a heart. People were galvanized around them. Of course, Shakur Stevenson has a much lengthier history of that, right? But we took on Keyshawn just the same because of his association, no doubt with Shakur and that whole team over there. Okay, so that we scooped them up and says, yes, these are them. Why the fuck are they so alacritous about letting go and absolutely disregarding the support that they held of the larger boxing community? Nobody got beef with these niggas outside of the fact that they on some whole ass fucking time. And they don't care. They are willing to absolutely jettison, brothers and sisters, the support that they worked hard to get all of this time, talking all that fluffy words and honey all over their words. Oh, I want to fight the best, or I want to fight him. I will fight him. I will beat him. I'm the best that there, is in the sport, so forth, etc. Saying all the shit that the diehards want to hear, like, all right, you want to fight the best? All right, I'm going to support you. I'm going to root for you. All that fucking pump faking. The whole time, them niggas was capping, brothers and sisters. That's the most disgusting part and ghastly part to me. Was that was nothing more than an inducing of a mindset within the boxing public so that they can gain the support, so that they can gain the level of visibility and remain relevant within the boxing discourse as a whole. But they had no intention on materializing or at least showing the potential of the greatness that we thought them to have. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whole time it was a pump fake that they was like that. That shit is absolutely evident the way these men have been tucking their fucking tails away from that smoke with Devin. How else can you explain the tucking of goddamn tails, ladies and gentlemen? It does not make sense. People who are about it want to compete and show and prove that they are him or her. There is no goddamn in between, ladies and gentlemen. I am him and that's it. And I will show you on some Ali shit how great I am. You understand me? These niggas are hauling ass away from the pressure, away from the competition, away from the battlefield, away from the proving ground. That is not warriorship. That's cowardice, brothers and sisters. Unmitigated cowardice. And we got to be real about that. Whether you stand with them or not. That's an aspect of character that is flawed, brothers and sisters, no matter which way you want to slice that. We have no problem calling it out in any other fighter or in any other area or arena where it's being evinced. So that means that we cannot be reticent about calling it out if it's being exemplified by people that we favor. You get me? At the top of all of this, brothers and sisters, we got to put a magnifying glass on that old jive turkey. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely, yes. Because he is not brought up enough in my view. That old slick beard jive turkey, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are going there today. That goddamn slick beard jive turkey absolutely did what he does best in this whole situation, right? Which is cap, scheme, and devise publicity stunts, ladies and gentlemen, with absolutely no intention of putting his fighters in the center of battle. King of goddamn publicity stunts, ladies and gentlemen. That old jive turkey contrived a way to place ADD Davis. Let's process this now, because I know a lot of the stuff just happened and a lot of it is still unfolding, but we're going to take a second to process this now. Okay? That old jive turkey contrived a way to place ADD Davis in front of that DHP bullet, right? He had ADD play the sacrificial lamb, so to speak, for Hot Girl Summer Stevenson, right? And he had him in place to deflect the heat and the pressure off of the Snatch God's back, right? He didn't want no pressure coming at the Snatch Waist God, Shakur Stevenson. He wanted all that heat and that pressure over there, so he strategically placed ADD in front of him. Because it was never intended for the Shook One Stevenson to fight Devin from jump. That is the fight that the boxing world was vying for. That was the biggest fight in boxing. Only a few weeks ago, brothers and sisters, before the entire fiasco ensued with ADD being placed number one and subsequently being called as the mandatory. We were vying for Devin versus Shakur, right? And the reality is that that's a fight that we have been vying for the real ones like me since like fucking 2018, 2019. Okay? This is a decade in the making. So that when I say and exclaim that this is the biggest fight to be made in boxing at this particular point, brothers and sisters, I am not mincing my words. I absolutely 1000% mean that. So that when we thought there was a shred of a possibility that it would be solidified and brought into fruition, everybody was salivating over that. Everybody was in support of that until in comes the idea that Keyshawn should instead be brought to the forefront. We even had the likes of that old, what's that nigga's name? That old motherfucking Max Kellerman. Oh, I preferred the Keyshawn fight, right? He went on the King Champ Size platform when Bill was on there one day. I think the Keyshawn fight. Next thing you know, you got that old media spinning the wheel in people's minds, inducing the idea, inculcating into the boxing fanship that we should be vying instead for Keyshawn. This is all the while a plot to avert the pressure off of Shakur, because Shakur was not supposed to get in there with Devin, according to himself and that old goddamn Jive Turkey. Okay? This fraudulent ass, slick beard Jive Turkey immediately, brothers and sisters. As a result, as we know, motion to have ADD in the number one spot for that mandatory rankings to avert attention. Okay? All the heat, all the praise, all the clamoring that was happening for that fight with Shakur and Devin. Position in motion ADD into that number one WBO ranking position, to which he was subsequently deemed officially the mandatory for the young King Devin Haney, right? And like clockwork, brothers and sisters, the Jive Turkey and that old WBO president, whatever the fuck his name is, Gustavo, whatever the hell his name is, made it happen as intended. Okay, even though they was trying to front like, oh, well, we don't know, we don't take whatever. Yeah, just because he's placed number one don't mean he's going to be called and blah, 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 trying to save face only to fucking ultimately and in the end call him as mandatory, right? Stop trying to play in the faces of boxing fans. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about the insulting of boxing fans that has been endlessly going on throughout this entire process, ladies and gentlemen. Lo and behold, right? Keyshawn was the Mando and Shakur was safe in the excuse, oh, that I don't want to step on my brother's toes. Oh, I would fight Devin, but I need your blessing. Now you're here, but if you want to fight him, go have at it. This is fucking Hot Girl Summer Stevenson. Crazy work. Now, for a moment, ladies and gentlemen, the boxing world eased up a little bit, if you guys recall. You guys remember that? Only a few weeks ago now. Eased up a little bit on that pressure and that heat and that anxiousness that we had to see Shakur versus Devin. We eased up on that once we saw the mandatory being officiated for ADD Davis, right? We took a little bit of pressure off Shakur, which gave him some breathing room. Okay? With Shakur placed as the mandatory, ladies and gentlemen, the energy shifted from Shakur Stevenson to Keyshawn now, because Keyshawn was also a good option of a fight for Devin. And Devin, of course, already had him on the hit list. And I don't think that there's anyone in boxing who thought that that would not be a good fight. Okay? The Keyshawn fight. We like that fight too. So naturally, you know, our attention would shift to Keyshawn because it was looking more probable, more possible of concretizing, since he was going to be the mandatory. Oh, he's the mandatory. This fight is going to be mandated, which means that it must happen, which means that it will materialize. That's what we were believing, ladies and gentlemen, in absolute good faith. Oh, he's the mandatory, so this fight is going to materialize, right? When have we seen a mandatory not materialize that wasn't due to something like whatever complication or an injury or, you know, somebody being paid off or a unification or, you know what I'm saying, things like that, right? But that's the only time. We were not expecting what was going to be inevitably the case. We had no idea a couple of weeks back, ladies and gentlemen, as you know. Keyshawn being called the mandatory, we thought immediately, okay, this is it. Devin has to fight him, right? And this absolutely left Shakur Stevenson in his lust because he dodged a bullet. It was set up for him to completely dodge the bullet that was fucking meant for him, ladies and gentlemen. Peep the play. Now, DHP is all pressure 10 toes and nothing less. And they already had this nigga on the hit list, as aforementioned. So it was nothing. It was no miss of a beat whatever on the part of DHP to have a new target on the new nigga's back, because you already on the hit list. We already gunning for you. Okay, what's popping? You want to get it first, little bro? I already told you I wanted, you niggas back to back, don't matter who the fuck is first. Both of y'all are getting beheaded, right? So DHP shifts focus and says, okay, Keyshawn can get it, right? We saw tweets from Devin Haney. Keyshawn, you saw that tweet from the Young King, right? Like, it's your go, you up first. All right, come get this ass whooping first, however you like it, nigga. Right? That's how DHP is stepping. And subsequently, we already know how things unfolded. Anyway, right? Every boxing fan, brothers and sisters, awaited the contract to be signed. We awaited the materialization of the fight once ADD Davis was deemed mandatory. Okay, let's get the contract. You know what I'm saying? Where is the paperwork? Let's sign this. Let's get a date. Let's get a location. I'm with it. I can't wait to see this. This is every boxing fan. Okay, he's mandated. Where's the documentation that will solidify and officiate this? But what we got, once again, brothers and sisters, here go the fuckery. What we got in place of any level of concretization and solidification was yet another outright stalling tactic, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I said we're gonna recollect, because I need to bring the memory to you. You know, us boxing fans, especially the Black boxing community, is quick to move on, right? I need us to resonate within what we just went through. That's very imperative for us to remember, so that we do not sit and tolerate it again, should it ever appear in the future. Okay? So that these people do not feel that they have the leeway or leisure to play in our faces to the degree that they just got away with doing. All right? What we got instead of the solidification of the fight was another stalling tactic. Did we not just come from a stalling tactic from Shakur Stevenson? Pushing and tugging and pulling and back and forth about 144 catch weights and rehydration clause and saying every goddamn thing except let's fight. And here the fuck we are yet again. Even in a mandatory position, we still are seeing stalling tactics being enacted, brothers and sisters. This shit is really crazy. Just as Hot Girl Summer Stevenson stalled and prolonged and evaded the signing of his bout agreement with Devin, here goes ADD Davis following the same model. Instead of taking the initial $1.5 million that was reportedly offered to ADD Davis, he denied that. And in place of that, an offer of a whopping $3.25 million was offered to this man to fight Devin. And this fucking puss-ass Keyshawn Davis, instead of taking a whopping $3.25 million, ladies and gentlemen, the most money this man has ever seen in his lifetime. In his lifetime, brothers and sisters. This man has never made $1 million in his career. And here is an offer for over $3 million goddamn dollars. And this motherfucker, instead of taking it along with the biggest fight of his lifetime in facing Devin, chose to let the fight go to purse bid. Purse bid, brothers and sisters. A measure that no fighter would willingly opt to have, because a purse bid never guarantees that you will be given an amount of money to your liking. It's totally in the hands of the people who feel what your worth is. They will tell you what that is. And that could be anywhere from $200,000 on upward. So that instead of, let's put this into perspective, instead of Keyshawn Davis taking the over $3 million that was presented to him, he ran the risk of receiving $200,000. You You just can't make this up, because that's the minimum that somebody can bid in a purse bid, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand what took place? He let it go to purse bid. Denied. Over $3 million. Okay? You cannot make this stuff up. A purse bid never, as I said before, guarantees that you will make anything substantial, or that it will meet your level of worth, whatever that number is in a fighter's mind. Okay? So that is why fighters do not jump or see a purse bid as a viable option. Okay? Ever. The plan is to not go to purse bid, to get what you feel you are worth, to negotiate the terms that you want, to avoid being told what you ought to get. Okay? So that's what was at work. But the reality, brothers and sisters, is that this was never an issue about money. That's why he had no problem going to purse bid, because it was not about money for Keyshawn Davis and that old jive turkey. What was at hand was an escape route for Keyshawn. This was a diversion tactic operated by that old jive turkey, brothers and sisters, and out. What that purse bid was essentially was a Trojan horse, an absolute Trojan horse. And real talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure a lot of you can agree. You know, the moment that chump turned down that substantial amount of money, to $3 million, over $3 million, I knew right there what it was hitting for. I absolutely knew right there what it was hitting for. The moment even that it went to purse bid, I knew what it was hitting for. Okay? And suffice it to say that the prolongation of the purse bid with the reschedulings and so forth, etc., was an absolute red flag in and of itself as well. We had to sit through and witness 2 postponements over the past week and a half, 2 weeks, brothers and sisters. We had to sit down as boxing fans and deal with 2 senseless, baseless, ridiculous postponements of the purse bid. Bad enough it went to purse bid, but we had to deal with 2 reschedulings back to back. No reason, no rhyme. Okay? Only to have to see at the end of all of this, at the end of our anxiousness, at the end of our excitements. Okay, we waited the week. Then we told that it got to be pushed back another 3 days. Niggas is like, what the fuck is going on? But we waited in anticipation as boxing diehards, because we wanted to see what the finality would present. We wanted to see the materialization of the fight. And what we got was the ducking, the nonsensical cowardice move, cowardice practices, counterfeit practices of that old jive turkey and ADD goddamn Davis. Because ultimately, brothers and sisters, they withdrew. Keyshawn withdrew from his mandatory position altogether. He withdrew, which means that he has voluntarily dropped out of the WBO rankings. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, my real ones up in here know what time it is that I have been calling, right? BFTB has been calling, okay? Because that's my source, BF, when he put everybody on and let everybody know, you know, that out of the blue, Keyshawn was conveniently ranked just within a week or two, you know, of him, going to purse bid or being called the mandatory, right? That he had been conveniently moved into the IBF rankings. Conveniently, out of nowhere. And if BF didn't check, I swear to God, you know what I mean? I don't know anybody else who would have caught that the way that BF caught that, right? Conveniently placed, number 4. I believe it was number 5 first, and then up he went in the number 4 spot of the IBF. Ain't that convenient? Because he knew that he was not going to go through with the fight. That was never the plan. That is not what the jive turkey contrived, ladies and gentlemen. The jive turkey used that, like I said, as a Trojan horse tactic to gain attention, a fucking publicity stunt. which is what he does best. Galvanize the public, rouse and corral the public interest, right? Get their attention and haul ass off into the sunset, feeling relevant. Ain't that some shit? This is the insult to the intelligence, the disrespect of the intelligence of the boxing fanship and of boxing as a whole, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? Now, imagine the level of cowardice, brothers and sisters. Imagine the level of cowardice that one has to be operating within in order to think some shit like that up. You know what I mean? Imagine the level of cowardice that you have to be operating within in order to pull something like that off and to go through with it. Let's think about the mentality that fosters and cultivates such a thing. Who the fuck else do you know in boxing that goes through these measures? I can't name them. I cannot name them. I have not seen anything to this degree or level, brothers and sisters. That's not to say that we don't see all types of ducking happening in boxing, because we have seen it, right? Boxing, you know, that shit happens, you know, all the time and in myriad ways. But you tell me when you have seen anything the likes of this. Placing yourself in a number one mandatory position, no intention on fighting the champion, ducking the biggest fight of one's life, ducking the biggest payday of one's life, being maneuvered like some type of fucking puppet, using other people as shields to guard the cash cow. What the fuck is this? Is this boxing? That old jive turkey is an insidious piece of shit, y'all. Real talk. An insidious motherfucker. I want you to understand that. This fucking coward has unequivocally soiled. Think about this now. This goddamn jive turkey had unequivocally soiled the credibility of two elite Black American fighters in the span of a few months, ladies and gentlemen. Everything that we had perceived them to be, everything that we had thought of them, everything that we had supported previously of them up until this point has been absolutely soiled by the cowardly move and faulty counterfeit business practices of that old jive turkey. What the fuck type of respect level can be had for this nigga after something like that? All of those motherfuckers are complicit, real talk, right? But at the helm of that, because there is somebody at the helm of that, and that be him. Absolutely soiled their credibility. And he did all of that for what? People believed in the potential. People wanted to, support these brothers. People still do, right? But as far as people like me on my side, we ain't with that shit. What the fuck are you doing? You are working antithetically to what real boxing diehards want to see. And that's a problem. You are working antithetically to them stamping their place in the sport as elite warriors, as beautiful Black athletes. You are working antithetically to that. That is a problem. With this charade, he has defiled their brands, defiled their honor, defiled their potential for legacy, as far as I'm concerned. That is my posit. Is that something that we want to support in boxing, ladies and gentlemen? That's the question I present to the good family today. The moves and antics, publicity stunts to gain attention is one thing, but outrightly fucking fumbling and defiling the potential of Black athletes is another. And the willingness to sign up for this level of cowardice by particular fighters is equally problematic. Everybody is complicit in this. Do we support some old time hustler ass nigga or wannabe, whatever the fuck he is? Right? That has young fighters holding umbrellas. Did y'all see that fucking clip? Where he had the Shakur Stevenson. I came across this on my timeline some time ago. Where this old goddamn jive turkey is sitting up there talking like some old pimp out of a motherfucking a Shaft movie. Like motherfucking the sidekick of Dolomite. Talk about, yeah, you know, we done ran up on you, you hear? What the fuck? Did you see that video with him and Shakur? That shit was absolutely repulsing. I was repulsed looking at that. Like, what the hell is this? Shouldn't this nigga be fucking looking for a fight for this man? He got Shakur sitting next to him like some lackey looking scared to goddamn death holding the umbrellas. Did you guys see that? I definitely have the receipt for you if you haven't. You tell me if I'm tripping. This nigga, what is you acting like he in a goddamn gangster movie or something like that? And having Shakur right there with him on some fake tough guy shit. What is this? Making threats to rappers? What the fuck? This shit ain't boxing. Do we condone that, brothers and sisters? We talking about black warriorship, ladies and gentlemen. Is that what we want representing? Elite black warriorship in the sport? Nigga on camera next to the jive turkey doing this nigga's bidding on camera, talking about, yeah, we done took your stuff now. We got your stuff. Did y'all see that shit? Acting like he's, I don't know, goddamn Tony Montana or something. What the hell is this? Is this what the jive turkey has in stores for these fighters? Does he have that in store? He wants to mold his fighters into some old, thug ass, wannabe ass gangsters. He wants his boxers to be some fake tough hustlers. I don't know what the fuck. You got to see this, y'all, because I'm not capping. Y'all think I'm goddamn capping. Y'all think I'm goddamn capping, brothers and sisters. Let me get the receipt. This nigga sitting with goddamn Shakur Stevenson. Now, I don't know how old this video is, brothers and sisters. But this nigga certainly wasn't negotiating a fight for him to fight the best at this particular moment. But he sure enough had him sitting up there looking like some fake tough thug. Let me show you this, y'all. And let me know if you can hear this.
The young boy family is okay with me.
Can y'all see that and hear that? Did y'all hear that? Let me know and I'll play it. Let me run it back and let me rewind it. Did you guys see that? Hear that? Put some nines in the chat. I'll wait for you to confirm. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Okay. Because y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? I took a snippet of it. There is a longer video, but I shortened it just to give you a little glimpse of what the hell it is that I am talking about. This shit is fucking crazy, you guys. This shit is absolutely crazy. Okay, I can run it. Okay, let me run it. Listen to this, you guys.
They understand that, you know what I mean, young boy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. You know, all that shit that they took. And the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas. You got your keys. You got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit back, bro.
Oh, good. Waiting on.
Did y'all hear that shit? So apparently, upon some digging, they was talking. They had some beef with goddamn Young Boy. Who the hell is Young Boy? I don't even know who the fuck that is. But apparently, that's a rapper. And they got beef with the rapper, and the rapper got, I guess, run up on, right? And they took some stuff from him. And so you got this old jive turkey sitting up there talking about, yeah, you're here now. Now, hold on now, you old jive turkey. I got your keys. Okay, I got your social security card. Okay, I got your grandma's rug. Okay, I done took the eggs out your refrigerator. So if you want them, come on and get them. And Shakur Tell him what you got, Shakur. And Shakur sit up there looking scared to absolute fucking death. Talk about, nigga, we done took your umbrellas. What the fuck? What is it? What, we got your keys. What is going on? So this was his plan for somebody as talented as Shakur Stevenson? Is that the side hustle? The fake thug shit? Is that how he is molding his fighters? Is that what's going on, brothers and sisters? Is this boxing or is this motherfucking Real Housewives of Wactive Squad? Is this fucking Bad Girls Club or is this boxing, brothers and sisters? Is this some old hood motherfucking, ghetto ass shit? Or is this boxing? Why this man I just got so many questions, brothers and sisters. Listen to this shit again, y'all.
They understand that, young boy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. All that shit that they took. And the homie.
I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. Now you're here. I got your old jive ass McLaren. I got your jive ass, your grandma's apple pie that was in your refrigerator. We got that. That baked chicken that your mama made for you last Saturday. We came and took that. What the fuck is this nigga talking about, brothers and sisters? And look at Shakur.
Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas. You got your keys. You got a bunch of other shit. So get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit back, bro.
What the hell? Is this where he got these niggas engaged in? This shit is absolutely crazy to me, ladies and gentlemen. No cap. Absolutely astounded. Shakur sitting up there shaking in his goddamn boots. What? Is this what he's engaged in? This is the activities? Ladies and gentlemen? It's just absolutely diabolical. Brothers and sisters, this is why I had to go in on the goddamn Jive Turkey, because this is out of control, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, I hardly, if ever, hear anybody talking about this man. Especially, in lieu of, or in, I should say, in view of the spectacle that he put together with this whole charade, with the ducking and the dodging and you acting like some fake tough ass nigga, and you won't put this nigga up in there with DHP. What the fuck is going on? You up here talk about niggas' keys, but won't get in there with the young king to solidify some legacy. What? You steering Shakur Stevenson in some fake tough ass, thug ass path, but not putting no motherfucking pressure on him becoming the face of boxing by getting in there with the face of boxing. What? Clearly, this motherfucking Jive Turkey has no respect for the sport, in my view, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all think what y'all want. I said what the fuck I said. Obviously, he has no respect for them. I don't give a fuck how long this nigga been in the sport. This shit is weird to me. It looks weird. What the fuck? What the hell? Have you guys ever seen Canelo Alvarez? You know what I'm saying? Stunting in front of the camera, talk about, yeah, now you're here, huh? Because we going to runs up on the McLaren. You know what I mean? We going to runs up and take your umbrellas from that Rolls. What? Or are these motherfuckers out here really in the gym worried about boxing? What is this fake tough thug act shit? Even if it's real, thug shit. What the fuck is that? How is that contributing to Black excellence in the sport, brothers and sisters? Because that's all I care about. I give a damn about no thug activities or the presumption of, coming across as the thuggery or whatever the fuck these niggas are into. That shit is lame. That shit is soft. Real talk. Because real niggas are about their business and real niggas are about uprightness for themselves and their people and their family. Legacy and honor is of no consequence to that old slick beard jive turkey, apparently. And that was made evident when I saw this. And it was definitely clarified in seeing how he circumvented those fighters away from the smoke and how he continues to. He is too busy wanting to come off like a motherfucking character in the Shaft series. This nigga is trying to do his best impersonation of goddamn Dolomite. Legacy ain't on his mind, apparently. Not for these fighters. Looking like some old jive pimp or something. What is this? Is that why he's not putting his double-barrel shotgun in the ring, brothers and sisters? Because he's too busy having them pose next to him on some fake thug shit on camera? What is this? Apparently, this dude is only interested in standing in proximity to Legacy, not in acting it. Not enacting it. There was no reason for the circumventing of that smoke with DHP, the materializing of the most beautiful fight in boxing, which is him and Shakur Stevenson. And the second most interesting fight in boxing at this particular time would have been the Young King and Shakur Stevenson. And he absolutely threw that shit to the goddamn wind on some chump shit. But want to sit here pumping his goddamn chest with his goddamn Shaft goddamn sunglasses on, beefing with a rapper. How about you make a fucking fight that we can get behind as boxing fans? Get on camera about that. Have Shakur standing 10 toes next to you on that type of time. Making some fucking fights that we care about as boxing fans. And there is nobody at this particular time that we are vying to see Shakur Stevenson in that ring with more than DHP. Where's the intention to create legacy alongside these men? I don't see it. It definitely wasn't evinced in the moves that he just made with that whole goddamn publicity charade. What's going on? Apparently he got these motherfuckers on their knees doing everything to clout chase, clout ride the Young King, to remain in association with the Young King, but won't fucking fight the Young King. No, you're going to be called all the way out for this motherfucking inanity and foolishness. The boxing fans, brothers and sisters, you and I are pushing for nothing more than to see people that we believe in or have believed in, like Shakur Stevenson and ADD Davis, get it popping in real time in the boxing ring to show and prove who they are as fighters. I don't give a fuck about no fake tough shit. Get in the ring and amass some credibility for yourself. Why the fuck else are you in the sport? And how could you get mad or sassy or salty in any way that there is a fanship out here demanding that of you because they support you? Keep the fucking Shaft movie scenes to your goddamn self. Goddamn Jive Turkey, and get those motherfucking boys in the ring. With Devin, with Tank, with Oshaki, with Abdullah, with Mortala, and all of these people out here who are trying to make something of themselves as well. This is not a fucking movie set. No wonder he had fucking ADD Davis out there, on a movie set. Or no wonder, that came to his mind. I don't give a damn about your projections of grandeur or trying to come off like some big wig or some stuff. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck where you've been. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck if you are on some hustler shit. Where's this boxing? Are we going to get to this boxing or not? When are we going to see some Black American warrior shit standing on code? Not on some fucking worthless ass thuggery. Y'all get where I'm going? This shit is crazy to me when I saw that shit. Real boxing fans are pushing to see Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis at their height. That's what we were pushing for before this fuckery that they was on. We were pushing to see them competing with the best that the sport has to offer. Not seeing them talk loud and acting tough without a shred of fucking merit to stand on. Pump faking and fucking videos. How the fuck you talking tough, jive turkey? And doing everything in your power to finagle strings to keep them away from that fucking pressure. How the fuck can we respect that? You tell me, brothers and sisters, if you find that to be respectful, worthy of your respect. Because the only thing that translates to me is that he is actively working antithetically against the people. That's what that old jive turkey is doing. And that's what those suckers that's following behind that bullshit are doing. I don't rock with that's chump shit to me. I don't rock with that. You are working against the best fighting the best. You got a problem with me. You are working against upright black elite warriorship. You got a problem with me. You are working against the progress of beautiful black excellence being exemplified in boxing. Move to the fucking side. Get this clown the fuck out of here. And Hot Girl Summer Stevenson and ADD Davis are readily and have readily gone along with this bullshit because they are some fucking pussies themselves, apparently, who also don't want the smoke. And so they are happy to comply with that bullshit. They are happy to comply with the publicity stunts because they don't want to get in the ring and get it popping. Prove me otherwise. That's what I charge you suckers to do. If you feel sassy or salty about anything that's being said today. These niggas don't give a fuck about what the diehard community upholds and values. Things like credence, things like legacy. You know how we talk, brothers and sisters. When are these brothers going to get out here and get some legacy? Oh, when's this person going to become unified? Are they in aspiration to become undisputed, so forth, etc.? They don't give a fuck about shit like that, apparently. With the types of moves that we have been seeing. Because apparently they don't know shit about that. But they know all about fucking pump faking and taking niggas' motherfucking umbrellas and house keys and shit. Oh, you ain't gonna be able to check your mail today. Now you're here. I done took your keys. Okay? What is going on? How the fuck is this for the betterment of the sport, brothers and sisters? You tell me if I'm looking at this stuff backwards. These niggas are so ready to bend it over and bust it open for a like. Ready to bend it over and bust it open for a view. Ready to bend it over and bust it open for the gram. But ain't ready to do shit about the smoke in the ring and the solidification of one's place in this sport, one's valor in this sport. What the fucking type of time are we on? Nah, we definitely don't condone that sassy shit over here. That shit is sassy. You think that shit is fucking tough on your side. That shit is fucking sassy as fuck. Legacy is tough. Excellence is tough. Warriorship is tough. That shit is wild crazy to me. Let me check in with the good fans before I move on, y'all. What? I was absolutely blown away looking at that clip. I'm like, what the fuck is the jive turkey? How long ago was this? Why is Shakur holding the damn umbrellas trembling like that? You know what I'm saying? They robbed this nigga and they trying to boast on camera. What the fuck is this? And what the hell does this have to do with boxing? What the hell does this have to do with making the most beautiful fight that can be made in this era? That shit is crazy. I think I got some super chats, you guys. Hold on. I got some love for the family. Let me check in with the good people. Salute to the king, Gnarly. Hey, what's up, Gnarly? Another Leo king in the building. Infinite blessings to the king, Gnarly. He says, salute, queen. Infinite blessings to the king, Gnarly. Thank you so much for stopping by. We have somebody up in here named Mr. H. He says, NBA young boy, a.k.a. every YN with mommy issues hero. Oh, is he? NBA young boy. I have no idea who that is, but I think I think I may have heard the name before, but I have no idea who he is, or I just know that it was a rapper. It was alleged that it was a rapper that these dudes were talking about. So yeah, there you go. Every YN with mommy issues hero, child. Our people got to do better, you guys. Salute to the king, Mr. H. Thank you so much for your contribution and support to the channel. Oh my goodness, we got the king preach, big stepping up in here. Infinite blessings to the king preach with his support. Salute to you as well, king. Lovely to see you as always. Mr. H done came back, big step, and he says, every time I hear Jive Turkey talk, Curtis Mayfield automatically starts playing in my head. Absolutely. Give me your love. Now give me your love. I love my Curtis Mayfield, by the way. Infinite blessings to Mr. H in the building with the support. Again, I appreciate you big, you guys. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This shit is crazy, y'all. Stop me when I'm capping, y'all. For real. Let me check in with the good peeps, see what y'all was talking about. I'm going to scroll up a ways. Y'all wilding in the chat, yo. The King Snoop. Wasn't that shit crazy? Spec said he'd never seen it. Ain't it wild? What the fuck was that, y'all? What was that? The King Todd, salute to you. He says Shakur sounded like he was like he was being held hostage, and he looked like he was being held hostage with them damn umbrellas in his hands like that. What the hell? He looked like he was trying to give a SOS signal, like blink twice if you need help type shit. What the hell was that? What was that, you guys? I was absolutely bewildered. I was absolutely flabbergasted looking at that. I'm like, what is this posturing? Like, what's the point? Can you make some fucking fights? God damn. That shit was crazy to me, you guys. The twin says, NBA YoungBoy is one of the zesty rappers out here today. Is he? Oh, no. Oh, no. And that's who they beefing with? Oh, God, you guys. This shit is so disheartening and disappointing seeing that. I don't even care if it's an old video. The fact that it even happened, the fact that that was a reality is absolutely dumbfounding to me, brothers and sisters. Crazy, crazy work. Now, let's move on now, because there's some other things I wanted to get into, because the reality is that these sassy ass niggas, brothers and sisters, okay, and this fucking soft ass behavior that we see from the Jive Turkey, from ADD, and Snatchway Stevenson absolutely deserves all the pressure and the heat that we can muster up and give them. The onus needs to be given. These niggas can't get away with that and play in our goddamn faces as boxing fans, that's for sure. Hell to the goddamn no. We up here to see some warriorship, some elite-like excellence on display, and these niggas are motherfucking pump faking and tucking tails, but want to turn around and act tough on videos making threats to sassy-ass rappers? I don't get it. I just don't goddamn get it. The boxing community is absolutely well within our right, beautiful people, to flame these broad-ass niggas for that type of shit. Come correct, and you won't have to get this type of pressure on your ass. Come correctly. That's what we're asking for, is uprightness and a willingness, to be the athlete that these people have been presuming of themselves to be. You cannot call yourself the best and not show and prove it. Especially to the people who back and support you or have attempted to along the way. Do you guys understand what these niggas just pulled up over the past week, ladies and gentlemen? I cannot stress that enough. This was the biggest, most vile, shameless, and blatant duck of this era, this avoidance and fucking evasion of Devin Haney. You sit with that shit. Understand it. Dissect it and look at it plainly. The biggest and most blatant duck of this era is what we just witnessed. That's why I'm not letting the fucking pressure off these motherfuckers, because they played in our fucking face. There is no fight currently in boxing that we have been calling for more than we have Devin and Shakur Stevenson. And second to that, at this particular point at least, was Keyshawn and Devin. And they blatantly ducked that shit, y'all. That shit is disgusting, deplorable work. Tag team bird head ass champions of the world is what these niggas are. And they pulled that shit off in real time. They got to get this heat and this work and this pressure, brothers and sisters. Hot Girl Summer Stevenson and ADD Davis are the cornerstone of sassy behavior currently in this sport. No cap. We just sat through months, weeks of endless tweeting, endless, baseless stipulations being made for catch weights and rehydration clauses, pump faking, meat rotting, half-baked ass publicity stunts, fake mandatory schemes, skits on motherfucking movie sets, brothers and sisters. What? We even witnessed the first purse bid in history to be live streamed and broadcasted. All to turn around and duck. After all of that, we have been even subjected, brothers and sisters, to motherfuckers doing remixes of Michael Jackson out this bitch. Leave me alone. The fuck? These niggas want to be left alone? What is going on? These niggas came on a duet, talk about leave me. Oh my God, why are you asking for me? I didn't even mention you. I'm living my life. One talk about I'm living my life, leave me alone. The other one talk about don't mention me. I'm on vacation. Do you see the sassy shit? Every other week, these niggas are screaming, leave me alone, Devin. Why you keep doing? Stop. I don't want to fight you. Leave me alone. Do you hear this Trump ass shit? What are these cowards doing with the sport? Is this the days of our lives or is this boxing? Is this motherfucking One Life to Live for the old school people up in here or is this boxing? Is this the Real Housewives of goddamn Sassy Squad or is this boxing, y'all? I can't tell the goddamn difference from boxing and the whole stroll. Like I said earlier, all this whole ass motherfucking sus ass goddamn activity. This goddamn nigga ADD Davis ran to Instagram live with his bussy out, pretty much. Day before the goddamn purse bid. Y'all saw it. And I got the receipt. Crying like an absolute bitch. Talking about how he's on vacation and how, oh, Bill, just leave me alone. Don't mention me. Don't mention my name. Don't mention me. I didn't ask to be talked about. I didn't ask for you to mention me. Go on about your business. Y'all heard it. All of this, brothers and sisters, coming from the same man that said, pick me. Don't fight no Latino fighters. Don't worry about no Latinos. No, pick me. Debo got hit with a brick. Is now saying, leave me alone, brothers and sisters, and tucking tails to withdraw from a mandatory position against the face of boxing. The biggest fight an opponent that he could or would ever face in his lifetime. Let's get the receipts, brothers and sisters. Yep, we definitely gonna get the receipts. There you go. There you go.
These niggas is chasing me. Ain't these niggas supposed to be the champion? Ain't these niggas supposed to be, oh, Devin, ain't he? Yes? Hey. You want to talk to my live real quick? I'm on live.
These niggas is chasing me, y'all. Let's play that again.
These niggas DM'd me today.
So if they DM'd him that day, brothers and sisters, doesn't that mean that they're hunting you? Moreover, brothers and sisters, why would they have to hunt you if you the mandatory? Why would they have to hunt you if you was on movie sets, quote unquote, looking for Debo? Why would they have to chase you if you bout that? Can somebody make that make sense to me? Yeah, we know what time it is.
This is what I was saying. You would think that these niggas is fucking chasing me.
Look how he liked that. Did y'all see how he liked that? Look how they chasing me. This nigga like to be chased. He think that's cute. He think that's cute to tuck his tails and run and be hunted by a predator instead of being a fucking predator because he's a pussy. And that was made very clear with the whole charade that we just had to sit through.
Saying you would think that these niggas is fucking chasing me. Look like I got the motherfucker. Look like I'm trying to reel these.
This nigga like that. So do you see what I am talking about when I say epicene? When I say sassy ass, fragile ass, demure ass, hoe ass energy in these boxing streets? They chasing me. He like to be chased. Let's look at this. This is another thing that I came across. Shout out to Sanction Boss who put this little compilation together. It was absolutely perfect timing and could not have been better explicated than this little collage that he put together.
Nah, don't pick on them. Pick on me.
I never asked for no mentions.
Talk all that shit, man. Where Devin? Where Debo at? So-called Debo. Where Devin at? Where Debo?
Don't mention me.
Don't nobody want to fight me. Debo.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Leave me alone. I'll just go about my business.
Debo.
Tell me that wasn't accurate.
HEAUX.
Tell me that wasn't accurate, brothers and sisters. Look at this shit. And because this is what we have gone through, brothers and sisters. As a boxing fan, this is what we had to sit through. This nigga talking from every mountaintop that he can get to and be visible upon. Pump faking at its fucking finest, ladies and gentlemen. The absolute disrespect of boxing fans that this nigga turned around after all of this. With his fucking dick up his own ass, tucked up his own ass to haul ass away from the smoke after all of this fucking pump faking is disgusting work, y'all.
Don't fucking mention me. I don't need you.
Hey, where the hell Debo at?
I don't need you to mention me. I never asked for no mentions.
Latins and Spanish people. Nah, don't pick on them. Pick on me.
I never asked for no mentions.
Talk all that shit, man. Where Devin? Where Debo at? So-called Debo. Where Devin at? Where Debo?
Don't mention me.
Don't nobody want to fight me. Debo.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Leave me alone. I'll just go about my business.
Debo.
The shit is really nasty work, ladies and gentlemen. It really is nasty work, brothers and sisters. I mean, you could not make this up, you know, if you wanted to. You really just couldn't. Absolute disappointment and disrespect that the boxing world has been subjected to as a result of these charades. Okay? And it's all been handmade by that old jive turkey. And these motherfuckers followed suit happily because they some chumps and some suckers. Okay? Now, can somebody tell me why ADD Davis disappeared since we are talking about him into thin air? Anybody seen ADD? Where ADD go, brothers and sisters? Okay? Because he was definitely playing the disappearing act, right? The Invisible Man act prior to the purse bid, right? And afterwards, in the aftermath of his fucking despicable ducking, he is again nowhere to be found, brothers and sisters. Anybody seen him? Anybody hear from him? Where'd this nigga go? Conveniently out of Dodge, right? Are we just going to let that happen? I know a lot of people are trying to, I have been seeing, I know the Good Family probably peeped this as well, trying to automatically change direction and change course. Oh, well, what is Devin going to do? Who's Devin going to fight? Everybody's ready to rush on to what Young King is going to be doing. But nobody is willing to sit with this straight up cowardice that we just had to be subjected to from these motherfuckers and really put a fire under their ass for the disrespect of the boxing fanship. I don't give a goddamn what Devin Haney is doing next. He will do what he wants to do, and he will have my support. It don't matter what he's doing, because I know how he's stepping. And I know he's not ducking or dodging no fades. What I do know is that ADD goddamn Davis is nowhere to be fucking found. And he's safely tucked under his bed, away from scrutiny and the scrutiny and castigation that he should be receiving unrelentingly from the boxing community. That was a whole fucking disgrace to boxing, what this nigga just pulled, brothers and sisters. I cannot stress that enough. Onus has to be given. Pressure has to be applied. I'm not letting up on this motherfucker. Or hot girl Summer Stevenson. Or that old jive turkey pimp daddy of theirs. For the shit that they just pulled. Absolutely intolerable. Moreover, ladies and gentlemen, in addition to ADD's disappearance, conveniently, why has hot girl Summer Stevenson suddenly found the goal? Did you guys peep this? Why has hot girl Summer Snatchway Stevenson found the goal to start tweeting nonstop off the back of this fucking blatant ducking that Keyshawn just did? All of a sudden now, you can't stop this man from goddamn typing. Right? But he was nowhere to be found as well after Devin had agreed to the 144 catch weight. He disappeared too. He turned into the invisible man too at a particular point, right? And now all of a sudden, with this outright evasion from ADD Davis, this nigga has, a lot of pep in his step. As far as typing, that is. Sassy ass tweets to Bill Haney and others. Where'd all this gusto come from? Why is he trying to save face? Don't try to come play cleanup man now. Try to play a diversion tactic now to keep eyes off of ADD Davis and brought on to you. Now you want to allege that you want to ignite the fight with Devin Haney once again after you fucking ducked barely 2 weeks before ADD Davis ducked. You want to act like people forgot that you just ducked Devin too? How did he find all of this goal all of a sudden to tweet, brothers and sisters? The snatch waist god went on an absolute tirade on Twitter, brothers and sisters. Have you guys seen that? Have y'all been keeping up with that? Out of nowhere, the sassy ass nigga can't keep away from his computer and can't keep away from Bill Haney. Right? Tweeting 1,000 goddamn words a minute. Fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me. I ain't lying. Let me get the receipt for you. This is literally what he said. Take a look at your screen. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. Hashtag 144. Ain't this some shit? Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. Nigga, you had a fucking bout agreement for I don't know how many months in your possession that you refuse to sign and that you are still refusing to sign. What the hell are you talking about? Let's fight, nigga. Yes, let's. Why the fuck you didn't sign the bout agreement? Pussy. This shit is crazy. He had a bout agreement to sign, brothers and sisters. What does he mean, let's fight? That shit was up to you. You refused to fight. Sign the goddamn contract. That's the only thing DHB had been screaming to this soft ass nigga. That's what they've been calling for you to do. You going on motherfucking podcast with that motherfucking Little Mermaid ass nigga, right? Talking about, capping. Oh, I signed. Knowing that your ass inside a motherfucking thing to fight no damn Devin in October. The Little Mermaid ass nigga called your ass in a complete lie. Oh, I'm not saying I signed it, but I was told perhaps. Nigga, did you fucking sign it or no? Yeah, I signed it. Oh, really? Did you sign to fight October 3rd? Devin Haney? You did? Oh, I'm not going to say I signed, but get this whole ass nigga the fuck out of here. Now you want to tweet? Let's fight? This is absolute inanity, brothers and sisters. Found the goal to start tweeting Devin again out of nowhere to deflect from all the heat and the pressure that the boxing community was putting on Keyshawn for the fuck shit that he pulled. The snatch waist god went on an absolute tirade, brothers and sisters. All types of fucking tweets left and goddamn right. It was crazy as hell. Fight me, 144. Do you guys see what's on your screen? This birdhead ass nigga having the audacity after all the bullshit, the ducking that he pulled. Fuck Keyshawn, nigga. You was doing the same shit. You ducked just the same. You tucked your tail just the goddamn same. Cap just the same. Now you want to sit up here and fix your mouth about, oh, fight me 144. You just ducked the 144 fade, nigga. Need I remind this sucker that the young king already agreed to the 144 catch weight? I don't know how goddamn long ago it's been, brothers and sisters. A month, 2 months? Devin already told you he was with it at that particular time. You fucking ducked the smoke. What is this hoe ass nigga on? Leaking all over niggas' comment sections non-stop. Like he forgot that he didn't just duck the smoke with Devin, who agreed to fight your ass at 144. Your puss ass is the one that added another fucking roadblock into the equation by stipulating that Devin should vacate his damn title. Fuck out of here. Now you want to jump back in front of the lunch line like you hungry, puss ass nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. No 144 nothing. Bring your punk ass to 147 or get the fuck out of the way. And Devin shouldn't even entertain that. Because you already swerved the smoke and you already proved that you don't want no problems with the young king. Get your ass on to the side. Go sign up to fight goddamn Rayo. Go continue licking goddamn Lamont Roach's balls, even though he just got hands and feet put on him last night. Go pick him up off the floor and fight his ass. The fuck out of the young king's way. Wasting goddamn time out here. Go fight your Gary Antoine Russell. Trying to sit up here acting like we didn't just see this nigga duck. Blatantly duck. Like he didn't just get a $60 million deal with Zuffa, brothers and sisters. Let's remember this also. Like this soft ass nigga just did not get a $60 million deal that was totally predicated upon him actually fighting the young King Devin. That's what that Zuffa deal was based upon, ladies and gentlemen. And now you doing all this, oh, fight me, pick me, fight me, pick me, 144 ass bullshit. Because Zuffa is most likely putting fire on this nigga's ass for breaching the contract that he had to fight Devin and refusing to officiate the bout agreement. Because the only thing that he signed was the Zuffa contract in and of itself. He did not sign the bout agreement to fight Devin specifically. He had the contract to do that. He refused to sign that. But he sure enough signed that Zuffa deal for the 60 mil or whatever it encompassed. He outrightly refused to sign the fight with Devin. And now these people at Zuffa are likely saying, yo, nigga, we gave you all this fucking money. What's popping, nigga? You done breached the contract with Devin. Devin looking at a whole nother option now, going to a whole nother platform now. But you got 60 million of my motherfucking dollars in your pocket. Now you out here looking crazy. Back begging Devin for a fight that you fucking ducked. That's why he's trying to save face now. Apparently, didn't this pussy just say he don't need Devin though? Why the fuck is he so alacritous about a Devin fight now? Where's this all coming from? This alacrity, this willingness, this eagerness to fight Devin. You want to resume where you left off, nigga. Fuck out of here. Shit's already been canceled. Or it at least should be on the part of DHP. If you're not talking 147, you ain't talking nothing. Fuck a catch weight and fuck you. Real talk. That shit is wild to me, you guys. Didn't he just say he don't need Devin? That was only what, 2 weeks ago? Barely that on the podcast. Now this nigga's on his knees in Bill's comment section. Oh, fight me. Fight me. Well, why did he fight at 144 against Jose Ramirez? Well, then he can just fight me at 144. Get your ass the fuck out of here. I thought you didn't need Devin. What the fuck you begging for? Didn't this chump also say that he make more money anyway, regardless of who he's fighting? He could make a bigger fight with quote unquote Lamont Roach and Antoine Russell. Didn't this soft ass nigga just say that? I could go for the big fights, the actual big fights. I could fight the likes of Lamont Roach and Antoine Russell. I don't need Tank Davis. I don't need Devin, so forth, etc. Didn't he just gasconade about he has, bigger options with those particular fighters? Speaking of Lamont Roach, ladies and gentlemen, he absolutely got cooked, as we know. All right? And this coward, Shakur Stevenson, was on a hope and a prayer that Lamont Roach would actually win that fight so that he could have an out, a safe space, a nice soft pillow to lay in the lap of his own goddamn cowardice so that he can use that as his alibi and his reason for ducking Devin. Oh, no, Lamont Roach. That was the safety net, Lamont Roach. Oh, I'm fighting Lamont Roach, therefore I can't fight Devin. Nothing but excuses in place, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you this tweet for the brothers and sisters who may not necessarily be on the, in these Twitter streets. He is hoping for a fight with, did I put it up here? Because there's only so much that I can put on here at a time. Well, I can take these out and add a whole nother one in to make room. Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 second to get this on the screen for you. There's a receipt that I had where he is begging for oh no, this is the other one that I wanted. Oh, let's fight, Lamont. Lamont, how about you and me just get it popping? All this fucking sassy ass shit this nigga was on. I have so many receipts to show you guys of this puss ass chump ass nigga that I can't find the other one that I wanted. Oh, here it is. Here it is, you guys. Look at your screen. This is what he just said yesterday prior to the Lamont Roach fight. Fuck it, Lamont. Go to work so me and you can bang out for the best 135 pounder on the planet. Now he wants to vie for the best 135 pounder on the planet, right? Because his waist is so snatched and so tight. Oh my God, I'm so tiny. I'm really small, you guys. Y'all can't mess with those big boys. They too big for me, right? Whole ass energy. Let's see who's going to be the best 135 pounder on the planet. Nigga, why the fuck is he still a champion at 140 then? Why hasn't that motherfucker relinquished his belt? Shouldn't he have relinquished that fucking belt? Speaking of vacating, he talking about vacating belts, nigga. You should have fucking vacated after you fucking mollywopped Teofimo Lopez back in January. Should have been dropped and vacated that belt. What the fuck is that nigga still holding onto it for if he's trying to vie to see who's the best 135 pounder on the planet? Soft ass, chump ass nigga. This is the bullshit that I'm talking about. And this nigga like to get sassy when people pull up receipts on that ass. Fuck you still holding championship strap for at 140? And how the hell are you still calling out Devin Haney? Didn't this nigga just say, let's fight, 144? But he simultaneously what? Begging Lamont Roach before he got mollywopped to see who's going to be the best 135 pounder between them? This nigga don't want no fucking smoke. And the only reason why he called for Lamont Roach all this whole this whole time is because he fucking knew that he can beat Lamont Roach. That's all it was. This nigga only really wants to get it popping with people that he know he can supersede in some way. But he will pump fake his fucking, till he's blue in the goddamn face. The names of Devin Haney, but won't get in there with him. But you can most certainly believe that had Lamont Roach won that fight against Zepeda last night, he would have hauled ass with the quickness to materialize that particular bout. No hesitation whatever. Shit is crazy. This is the level of cowardice I am talking about, brothers and sisters, that is intolerable and unacceptable. Absolutely crazy work. This whole idea of Lamont Roach has been months in the making. That has been on his mind. Oh, we're going to put what's his name in place. He's going to be in place to fight Zepeda. That'll be great because then I'll fight the winner of that fight. That was the plan the whole time. That's his escape route. That's why we saw him kissing Lamont's ass in the months leading up to this particular bout last night. Motherfucker tweeting soliloquies and haikus to that nigga, Lamont Roach. Y'all saw it. Talk about, my friendship with you. Yeah, I value it. I respect it. And it won't get in the way. It won't be tarnished. I respect you highly as a fighter and all this fucking sassy ass shit this nigga's talking to Lamont Roach prior to his defeat last evening. Now that this nigga Zepeda done put both hands and feet up this nigga's ass, Lamont Roach, no disrespect to him, right? Hot girl Summer Stevenson has to now, as a result, look for another excuse, another way to circumvent that actual smoke, the actual threat in front of him, which is the young King Devin and also O'Shaquie Foster. So if he wants to vie to see who's the best 135-pounder, brothers and sisters, why hasn't he called out O'Shaquie, who obviously made it known to the world, brothers and sisters, that he will go up to 135 as soon as Shakur touches down on 135 so that he can get it popping with him? Did they not just get in the ring? Did Shakur not call him into the ring so that they can solidify a fight between them at 135, brothers and sisters? Why he not calling for O'Shaquie, since he is so interested in seeing who the best 135-pounder on the planet is? Because that's also a fight that the boxing world has been clamoring for over the past few weeks and months or whatever have you, for Shakur Stevenson. Because a lot of people figured, okay, you obviously are scared to fucking death of the young King Devin. Wants absolutely no work, not a shred, not an ounce of pressure from that man. Okay, well, go to 135 since your waist is so tiny and so tight and you the smallest thing on the planet. How about you go fight at 135 since you're so small and go fight O'Shaquie, who is volunteering to come to 135 and was volunteering, real talk, to go to 140 to fight your ass. People were putting pressure to see the O'Shaquie fight. And what did this nigga do? Of course, what he does best, tuck his tail and run. And make excuses, brothers and sisters. Make excuses, brothers and sisters, on every reason why he should not fight O'Shaquie Foster. Okay? Ain't it funny how all the fights that the real boxing world have been calling for are the very fights that he wants nothing to do with? You know why? Because the real boxing fanship is calling for what? The best to fight the best. The real boxing community is vying for fights that will present a challenge. We want 50-50 fights. We don't want something that can be easily predictable. We want fights that will leave us in anticipation. We want fights that will have champions be made and men and warriors be made. We don't want them going in there, getting manicures. We want to see men be made. We want to see amazing bouts. We want to see collisions of great warriors. That's what we want to see as boxing fans. And that's why he is so eager to bypass and disregard the demands of the boxing fanship, which is the reason why I said that this was an absolute and total disrespectful approach that he and that old jive turkey and ADD have taken. It's an absolute and total disrespect of the sport because it is working antithetically to what the boxing fanship is actually demanding. which is a level of respectful competition and a call to see supremacy among these fighters in boxing. For them to get it popping with each other like the greats have had to do in their time. Every era has their time. These people don't want to pass through fire because they are puss. And that is the problem. That's the problem. Now, let me show you this little tweet that I came across as well. Speaking of Oshaki. Because like when I was telling you that he was going around on a tirade yesterday, he popped up in motherfucking Oshaki's comments out of goddamn nowhere, talking about, yo, champ, I see why you don't want that belt at 135. It makes sense now. Who the fuck asked this nigga? This nigga just volunteered his sassy ass motherfucking opinion to Oshaki Foster. Ain't nobody checking for this nigga. Here he go fucking leaking whole juice all over this nigga's comment section. Oh, I know why you didn't want that belt at 135. Nigga, he wanted your puss ass at 135. And you ducked him. And you continue to duck him. So what the fuck was he going to go to 135 for if you ain't there? He's gunning for your puss ass. Go to 135 and he'll beat you there, sucker. So this is what Oshaki says in response to this chump. He says, man, shut your goofy, scary ass up and let's get active. All that trolling ain't going to cut it. Jump in the field, my G. Show us what that tough shit bout. Period. What is all this talking for? You in my comment sections for what? Soft ass nigga. Let's get a contract together. Let's officiate a date, a place, a time, and let's get it busy. What the fuck is this comment section motherfucking cameo your ass keep doing? Crying like a hoe. Get a contract together. Send that man an offer to fight and officiate that shit. What the fuck is the problem? You doing all this goddamn talking and not sending no motherfucking offers? What is going on? Have your people get the paperwork together and let's get it popping. Shaki was absolutely through with this nigga, and rightfully fucking so. Goofy, scary ass. That's absolutely accurate, ladies and gentlemen. Why the fuck did this nigga find his way into the comment section? Knowing he gonna fucking keep ducking this nigga. Don't say shit to this man. Keep, turn your head to the side and act like he's not there. It's the fucking pump faking that's the most ghastly thing, like I said earlier. Because you could just do your ducking in goddamn silence. And going about your way, gathering up other people to fight and keep your attention on. But the fact that you are fucking pump faking out here, beating your goddamn chest like you with it, knowing that you want some puss fucking time and have no fucking intention on following through with any goddamn thing, that's what fucking makes it worse out here. And niggas is looking at you like, what the fuck? What is wrong with this soft ass nigga? You loud as fucking soft as fuck. The two are not complimentary. Sit your ass the fuck down if you don't want to compete. That's the problem at hand right now, ladies and gentlemen, with the likes of this whole sassy ass squad. It's crazy. And it's that level of lack of character that is working antithetically to what the goal and demand of the real boxing fanship and viewership is requesting. Elite competition, elite warriorship, upright sportsmanship with the best among your contemporaries. People were equally galvanized around the prospective fight with Oshaki Foster, just as we were with Keyshawn Davis. Like, oh, okay, I would watch that. Everybody was on the edge of their seat looking at those two men in the ring and thinking like, oh, okay, they in the ring, Shakur got in the ring with him. Maybe this is something that could, materialize. But of course, that was to no avail, brothers and sisters, because we are dealing with a fucking coward, the biggest pussy in boxing. To put it bluntly, right? We don't mince our words over here because that's absolutely what he is showing. So that all the pump faking and all of this stuff is being had across Twitter where it's safe, but he is refraining from making it worth anything by refraining from the ring. He don't want to get in the ring, but he definitely wants to tweet. He definitely wants to hop on sassy ass, meat rotten ass, glazing ass podcasts. He definitely wants to get there with the quickness, but not in that squared circle where it counts. This is the whole straw I'm talking about, brothers and sisters. And we got to be very plain about that. We got to speak plainly about that. I swear to God, these niggas must have took a hit of Molly or something like that. They must have, y'all don't know if they smoking crack on the side, because real talk, you know, the way this motherfucker was bouncing up and down off of walls yesterday that nobody fucking asked for, mind you, crying and leaking whole juice in motherfuckers' comments, popping up randomly on niggas' motherfucking podcast. What is going on here? This motherfucker even attacked the King Champ side, brothers and sisters. My brother. Crying and leaking whole juice in Champside's goddamn comments. Calling this man out his name once again. But he's doing the same shit too with Champside, because this nigga will say all this shit in a fucking tweet, but won't go to goddamn Champside's platform, where he has been invited a multitude of times to get that pressure or to clarify things, or whichever way it would go if they would talk to each other on the show. We don't know. But we do know that that motherfucker's ducking Champside too. But keep fucking crying in his goddamn comments, trying to disrespect this man. What is going on? But he's gonna haul his ass over to Najee Dathadi's page, looking for comfort and support, because obviously this nigga knows he's getting absolutely cooked across social media. So he goes to Najee Dathadi to try to, you know, puff his little bird chest out, acting like motherfucking Devin is avoiding him. I believe that they got Bill Haney on that particular call. I did not watch or sit down to indulge in that particular interview, because I don't want to sit down and inundate myself with inanity. I only came across a clip or two that I came across on social media, but I did not go over there to go watch the whole show, because I just could not deal with that. Even the clip in and of itself, I watched the clip, and that was enough to have me like, oh, hell's fuck no. And of course, I brought the receipt for you guys of the little clip. You guys go ahead and do what you want. You know what I mean? Those of you who haven't seen it, those of you who have, you know what I'm talking about. And those of you who have watched that, whatever that was, podcast with Najee Dathadi, when Core was on there yesterday, you guys got a stronger stomach than me, because I could not sit through that. The little clip that I saw was enough to have my hands all the way up in the air. I was in absolute bewilderment watching that, brothers and sisters. I simply could not fathom in watching that particular clip that I saw. Just the clip. I could not fathom how unbelievably fragile, how unbelievably meek and epicene this motherfucker hot girl Summer Stevenson was, sitting in that seat, pump faking, capping his motherfucking ass off. But amid all of that posturing, all of the facade that he was presenting, all of the pretenses that he tried to put forth, what I saw was an absolute fucking coward, ladies and gentlemen. No cap. Coward. I also saw the disrespect and disregard of the boxing community as he sat there and capped his ass off and thought it was cute to do so. Crazy work to me, you guys. Let me get this receipt for y'all, just in case you guys didn't see it, right? Also, what I was thinking about and looking at this as I'm getting this receipt for the good family, this motherfucker is nearly 30 years old, you guys. Do you see the type of time this man is stepping on? And he is supposed to be an elite premier athlete, nearly 30 goddamn years, old ass man out here. Grown ass fucking man, 29, 28, 30 years old. And this motherfucker is afraid of his own shadow, and he's supposed to be an elite fighter? Scared of his own goddamn shadow? Hastily running away from anything tied to competition? What is going on? He does not have the heart to compete as the best of this era. And therefore, it seems to be an impossibility at this particular juncture, brothers and sisters, that he will ever prove himself to be the best of this era. He will never do that with this lack of heart, brothers and sisters. It cannot be done. Not on that type of time. Let me get this receipt because I do have it. Hold on. Did I hold on, you guys. I wonder if, okay, this is that one. That's the, here we go, brothers and sisters.
Said you'll fight Conor Benton. Well, you said you'll fight Xander. Why the fuck you ain't say you want to fight Boots now?
Now, this nigga is talking to Najee the Thotty, okay? And I guess at a particular point, oh my God, I wouldn't be surprised if this entire thing had to do with Devin, really, because of course, in view of Shakur Stevenson doing this ducking and all the heat that the boxing world has been placing on the fact that this ducking is disgusting and despicable from the tag team sassy ass brother championship of the world, right? Now he wants to jump in the arms for safety in Najee on his platform. And so I'm sure that the whole time they must have been talking about Devin. But in this particular clip that I came across, ladies and gentlemen, this man was talking about Devin, of course, but he had the goal. Oh, fuck y'all. Oh my God, this shit is disgusting. This shit is absolutely disgusting. This fucking sassy ass, chump ass, soft ass nigga once again is throwing another body in front of his fucking work. His work. This nigga now motions to throw Boots once again into the equation and conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this for yourself.
You said you'll fight Conor Benton. Well, you said you'll fight Xander. Why the fuck you ain't say you want to fight Boots now? Matter of fact, you don't got no other options now. Now you don't got nobody else on the table. Is no me, is no Key, is no Rolly. Who do you go to? Boots is free. Go get him. Go
Nah,
get him,
niggas don't want that Boots. Niggas don't want that.
Oh, niggas don't want the Boots shit though, huh?
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear how absolutely fucking puss this shit was, ladies and gentlemen? I am absolutely astounded. Absolutely astounded. And I already fucking saw the video. And I'm astounded again. This shit is so disgraceful, you guys. I don't even know what the fuck to say. Listen again.
You said you'll fight Conor Benton. Well, you said you'll fight Xander. Why the fuck you ain't say you want to fight Boots now? Matter of fact, you don't got no other options now. Now you don't got nobody else on the table. Is no me, is no Key, is no Rolly. Who do
you hear that? So he had a problem that Dev called out Xander at that particular time. Brothers and sisters, Xander had a belt when Devin called him out. Yes, he was gunning for the head of the goddamn champion. Why wouldn't he? When Rolly was on the fuck shit, yes, DHP were looking at all of the options on the table and they said, why not? Why not go for another champ in another division? Yes, they called out Xander, you fucking pussy. He's the champion at 154. He was among the champions there. So yes, they would call out for him instead of Boots. Moreover, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this because we got to dissect this shit. Because I'm sure there was a lot of dumb niggas watching that fucking podcast in their fucking lust, fucking on their goddamn knees, glazing and salivating while they glazing. This nigga had the whole goddamn audacity to push another man, Boots Ennis, in front of the work that he should be goddamn cleaning up and handling for himself. Handle his own goddamn bidding for once, instead of passing other niggas before you. This nigga's a professional hoe out here, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely on the whole stroll. Gotta give credit where it's due. This nigga is a master hoe out here. The most shameless, diabolical work I have seen in this era, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, there's been a lot of foolishness permeating this sport. So it's absolutely saying a lot that this chump is at the helm of the fucking whole stroll right now. Did this whole ass nigga intentionally blind himself to the reality that, first of all, Boots is on goddamn Young King's hit list and has been for the past goddamn year? What the fuck you mean go get him, nigga? He tried to get this nigga. He called for that nigga's head too. Just like he called for your fucking chump ass, sucker ass self. Where has he been? Does he not recall that the Young King's first target when he was venturing into welterweight was Boots goddamn Ennis? Did he fucking forget that? That Boots was the first name that he called when he was making his way to welterweight last year? What is this? Devin was gunning for Boots as his first fight at 147. That's who he called for. That's who he propositioned. Boots Ennis to be the first fight at 147. It was Boots, brothers and sisters, who hauled ass out of that goddamn division after Devin called his ass out. Take that how you want it. That's no disrespect to Boots. Boots is one of my favorite fighters in the game. But he hauled his ass the fuck out of that division. The facts is just facts. He moved up after the proposition with Dev. After saying that he wanted to be undisputed there, brothers and sisters. When Devin got to welterweight, Boots was suddenly and out of nowhere, I'm operating at 40% is what Eddie Hearn was avouching on the part of Boots Ennis. Boots didn't say that himself, right? But we heard interviews with Eddie Hearn. Well, Boots is operating at 40%, right? Only thing that we know is that he followed suit to get his ass out of there, whether he believed he was at 40% or not. He got the fuck out of welterweight, ladies and gentlemen, right? And we can't vouch for those claims of 40% or whatever, because he didn't himself substantiate that. But what has been substantiated is the actions to move up to 154, which is exactly what happened. He immediately moved up to 154 after that call out. Dev wanted Boots, brothers and sisters, as his first welterweight fight. At the 147 limit, right? There was no stalling, no excuses on DHP, no evasions. They said, Boots, I want to fight you. Okay? Boots left. What the fuck you want him to do at that particular point? After Boots fled up to 154, Devin started calling for everybody else on that hit list. He put the hit list out in May of 2025, brothers and sisters. That's no secret. We all know about the goddamn hit list. Boots was among the names. So was fucking hot girl Summer Stevenson, Tank Davis, ADD goddamn Davis. We could run the gamut on the goddamn list. T.O., everybody was on that motherfucking hit list. And any one of them could have gotten it. So after Boots left the division, he's calling for Shakur. Shakur don't want no goddamn smoke. He's calling for Tank. Tank don't want no goddamn smoke. He's calling for T.O. T.O. don't want no motherfucking smoke. All types of tales are being topped. The only fighter that had the gall and the heart and the temerity to face Devin was Brian Norman Jr. Brothers and sisters, he answered the goddamn call. B. Norm answered the goddamn call, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not get amnesia out of nowhere. Let's not get selective amnesia out here. B. Norm was with the shits, and he answered the goddamn call. He's the only one that had the balls and the gusto enough to challenge himself with Devin. And he did just that. And he will always have my respect for that as a fighter, as I'm sure he's garnered a lot of the respect of the good family up in here and the larger boxing community. Okay? Real talk, B. Norman is, more real than 99.9% of these fucking chumps out here, acting like they like that. But none of them got the courage to get in there with the young King Devin. Fuck out my face. You niggas just like talking tough, tweeting tough on some sassy shit. Y'all not trying to step in that motherfucking battlefield and get it popping with the king. Bunch of cowards hiding behind boxing gloves. That's all these niggas appear to be. Brian Norman was actually with the shits. That's exactly what Court is. A fucking chump hiding behind some goddamn boxing gloves. So is ADD Davis and all these clown ass niggas. Racist, Riri, T.O., Rolly, all these fucking chump ass niggas. Bunch of fucking cowards. Don't give a fuck if y'all box. You some pussies. Hands down, unequivocally. Shit is crazy. Brian Norman got up in there and got it popping with Devin. And you niggas are still tucking tails today. Don't try to bring Boots into this goddamn equation. Boots had his opportunity. He went to a whole nother division, whatever it is. He wants smoke up there, and he's doing what he got to do up at 154. And I'm sure eventually in time, him and the Young King will collide. Absolutely, I have no doubt about it. In the meantime, what's up with your puss ass, nigga? Why the fuck you ducking and tucking tails? Chump? What about you? Why the fuck you looking to the left at another nigga in a whole nother goddamn division? Young King looking at you was popping. Been looking at you for nearly a decade. And you still hauling ass away from that pressure. What's up with you? This puss ass shit is so fucking diabolical and disgusting. I can't fucking stand it. Making an absolute mockery and parody of this sport, this beautiful sport that we love, that's supposed to be of valor and uprightness, of warriorship. And these fucking coward ass niggas are running amok in this fucking sport. We do not stand or support or get behind cowardice over here. Get your ass to the side. You don't want to step with the big boys. You want to act like one. You're not. Until you prove that stature. Until you claim and earn that stature, soft ass nigga. That shit is absolutely intolerable, ladies and gentlemen. And we can't play. We can't play with that or have people play in our faces about that. Pack these fucking pussies up and get them the fuck out of boxing. Go learn how to fucking garden. Go take up swimming or tennis or something more dainty to your liking. Boxing is obviously not the place for these chumps. Go become a fucking professional tweeter. Go become a fucking secretary, nigga, the way these niggas like fucking typing sassy ass fucking messages all goddamn day. Get that shit out of here. Absolutely disgraceful, and they have disrespected the boxing community as a whole, in my view, brothers and sisters. That is my posit. They had absolutely no regard for our demands to see the best fight the best because they don't respect the best fighting the best because they are not among the best. That's why they cannot prove it. That's why they flee from proving it. Because they know they some suckers, but they know that we are living in a particular era of social media where you can talk as big as you want to talk and don't got to have action behind it to follow, to prove and substantiate those claims. They know that they could wave a pom-pom here, put some glitter over their names over there, and they can attract the crowd and some attention for a couple of minutes. They can look good on some pads, hitting the pads, look good, fighting a couple of bums, looking good, fighting a couple of subpar, mediocre ass competition, right? And they will hide behind that, all the while standing in proximity as best they can to real legacy, to real smoke, to real pursuit of greatness, to real warriorship. As long as they are in proximity to that, they can ride the coattail of that legacy without ever having to prove it on their own. It's the softest sucker shit I've ever seen in my life. Thank goodness we got people like the Young King stepping out here. Thank goodness we got people want to come up with a championship like Abdullah Mason. Thank goodness we got people with lion hearts like O'Shaquie Foster. Thank goodness we got to see the likes of Bud Crawford. Thank goodness we got to see the likes of the Truth Earl Spence Jr., Deontay Wilder. Thank goodness we got even people out here like Moratala beautifully boxing the way he did last evening. Thank goodness we got people like the young Lion Boots Ennis. So forth, etc. Any name you want to throw in there, the people that we can respect and see, proving a level of valor for themselves out here in boxing. I don't know what these other clowns are on, y'all, but I ain't with it. I'm not having that shit. And it will always be spoken against and castigated on this particular platform. We want fighters that care about legacy. We want to see Black excellence exemplified, ladies and gentlemen. Exemplified. Not merely talked about. Anything working antithetically to that is against the people, is against the heart and soul of boxing, brothers and sisters. I come from a school, okay, of great Black giants, ladies and gentlemen, who respected and valued the heart of the people, who cared about that representation, and who wanted to show and prove exactly who and what they were made of to the people that backed and supported them. This fuck shit for the gram ass, sassy ass, hoe ass fucking shit is for the fucking birds. Keep that shit on that side. Let me check in with the good family real quick, y'all, before we get out of here. I definitely wanted to make that as plain as possible. It's some whole stroll ass activity going on out here. And just as you see on your screen, I got the young king, you know, rolling up and riding all over the fucking fuckery of these niggas. Stomping them out on their block like what's popping. And these whole ass niggas are too busy being goddamn BFFs, best friends forevers out here, having tea, getting pedicures and manicures out here, and sassy fucking chatty patty ass gossip about real people actually stepping out here. Lamenting and crying in niggas fucking comment sections like some fucking bitches, like some fucking high school fucking third graders or sixth graders or some fucking high school children out here with the gossip. Absolute foolishness, you guys. Let me check in with the good family. Salute to the king in Insane California. Love in New York. You already know what it is, king. Lovely to see you. I went up a ways. Hold on. Let me go up a little bit more too. Salute to the king, Brambo in the building. Infinite blessings to the king, Brambo. First of all, shout out to the king, Brambo. I know the king, Brambo, from my beautiful King BFTB's page, right? To where I was made privy to the fact that, and the good family up in here, the Yard family up in here know King Brambo as, BF calls him the biggest Keyshawn, the actual realest Keyshawn fan that there is. At least he was formerly, because to my understanding, Brambo has rescinded, his support based on the fuckery that unfolded over the past week. Salute to Brambo, because Brambo was 10 toes with Keyshawn Davis like nobody that I have ever seen. You know what I'm saying? He was willing to see. And that's what I was talking about, the disrespect of the boxing fanship. It's people like Brambo that I was thinking about as well. Not necessarily you in particular, King Brambo, but I was thinking about people like you. You know what I'm saying? Who were in support of Shakur Stevenson, who have even been in support of Keyshawn Davis or whatever have you. I'm sorry, of Shakur Stevenson or whatever have you. And, we're really vying to see the best fight the best. People wanted to see the materialization of a fight with Devin Haney. That's what they wanted to see. It did not matter at the end of the day whether they thought that, Keyshawn or Shakur would beat Devin. They could have very well thought that, and they were well within their right to think that, right? It does not matter who you think will win. At the end of the day, the real boxing fanship, as I have said time and time again, brothers and sisters, just wants to see the best competing among the best. That's what it's about. And the real letdown were to people like myself, were to people like Brambo, were to people like all of us up in here today, who really want to see that level of competition be exemplified on the main stage. You know what I'm saying? So that was the disappointment, and that was the disrespect to real fans who want to see real fights and be a part of real legacy in motion. Very, very disheartening for the boxing community. That was not a win for the boxing world, ladies and gentlemen. And these people cannot feel that they have the leisure to get away with some bullshit like that ever again. I was absolutely appalled and disgusted, just as Brambo was, just as all of my good family up in here have been over the past week watching this. Crazy, crazy, crazy work. Right? Salute to the King J. Grant. Exactly. Just say you scared and get your ass the fuck out of Dodge. Just get out of Dodge. Go on about your business. Oh, I don't want no pressure, no nothing, and never mention their asses again. You ain't got to mention them if you don't want no pressure with them. The problem is that your ass keep getting to every goddamn mountaintop that you can get to, calling this man's name, remaining in association with him in any way that you can, knowing that you have no intention on doing the due battle. This shit is diabolical to me, you guys. It's absolutely disgusting. And like I said, that was not a win for boxing. That was an absolute discredit and disgrace to the sport of boxing and the fanship in support of real boxing. These niggas fucking absolutely spat in our faces. Intolerable. And they will forever be put on a fucking pyre for that shit, as far as I am concerned. They will never get an ounce or shit. Just like I said the other day, I think me and Twin the other week were saying that as well. Right, Twin? Where we had mentioned that I believe it was you that said, no, you're not getting I'm not putting my money, my dollars behind that shit. Absolutely. Shakur Stevenson nor ADD Davis will ever have a shred of my goddamn money put into their pockets concerning anything concerning boxing or a fight. If they are not fighting the young King Devin, no money will ever be placed into their pockets. Ever. I don't give a fuck what those niggas do, who they fight, where they at, where they going. They will not have my support moving forward. At all. Salute to my Queen Mama Love. I just got a notification for the Cash App. Thank you so much, Queen Mama Love. I just received it. Thank you so much. And there was somebody else that gave me a Cash App the other week. I wanted to shout them out. Anthony Ingram. I'm not sure if you'll catch the replay of this or if you are watching right now. Salute to the King Anthony Ingram, who gave me some love. Salute to the King Pizzo, who previously gave me some love as well. And salute to the King Preacher Man, if you're still in the building, who gave me some love at a particular time on Cash App. I'm not really good with the I don't really frequent on how to like whatever with the Cash App, but thankfully it comes to my text message now. So I see the support for the good family. I appreciate you guys so much. Definitely wanted to shout out people that I had missed in previous live shows for the Cash App support that you guys have shown me. Okay. It does not go unnoticed. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness, my beautiful sis made her way up in here. Look at the beautiful sis. Hey, beautiful sis. I'm glad you had a moment to come check in with me. Right? Salute to my beautiful sis. Always 10 toes on deck. Yeah, Twin. He says, I'm bootlegging every Shakur fight till he fights Devin. No cap. No cap. Okay? And I mean, that's for you. For me, I can't even say that I'll bootleg it because I most likely will not be even watching it. Okay? But I understand what you mean as far as your actual support of him. But for me, I don't even think I'll be interested in watching his fights if it is not against the likes of the Young King or O'Shaquie Foster. Those are probably the fights that I would definitely motion with the quickness to watch. Salute to IFF in the building. I see you. He says there's another video of him talking about Shock on MMA boxing. Oh, really? Oh, really? I mean, he talk about every goddamn thing. But what he won't fucking do is solidify a fight. All that nigga do is talk. The shit is fucking sickening, y'all. You don't need to be saying a motherfucking thing if it's not following up with a date and a location and a place to get it popping. I don't want to hear this nigga talking about shit. His talk time has ran all the way out with me as far as I'm concerned, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to hear you talk about nothing. Go talk to to the ring. Hoe ass nigga. And yes, he got a lot of pressure and a lot of heat. Because I like to put the onus where it's due. I don't like fucking cowardly ass, soft ass motherfucking shit like that. That shit is crazy to me. It's diabolical. And it's actually disrespectful for the reason why I come as heavy as I do. That shit is wild disrespectful, you guys. Real talk. You don't just get to saunter your way in, thinking that you can completely disregard the heart and the soul and the pulse of the people and then brag, gasconade outrightly about, oh, I'm getting millions of dollars anyway, so it don't matter. I don't need to fight the best. I don't need to fight Devin. I don't need to fight, what's his name? but call out some fucking subpar ass competition as if we're supposed to just hurry up and scurry along to line up to support that shit. Fuck you. And you take that as disrespectfully as you want. Fuck out of here. Ooh, child. Okay, let me check it. Let me keep on checking in. Salute to T. Wright. I see you. He says, talk that talk. Absolutely. 1000% King. Okay. Salute to my big brother, the Druth, in the building. I see the King. Infinite blessings to the Druth. Infinite blessings. Thank you, beautiful King, for reminding the people. 1000% smash. Did my beautiful King change his oh, I like your new what do you call that? Profile pic. Looks totally, I almost missed it when I saw it. I like that new pic. Salute to my beautiful King BF, and definitely smash the like button, you guys. I appreciate you. Salute to Sek, who says real talk. Salute to the King Corbin. He says they tuck they dicks. Absolutely. Up their asses, King. Up their asses and hold ass away from that Debo smoke. It's diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. Yes, I am Q. All he had to do was say, I signed the bout agreement. Let's get it. Thank you. Nothing else needed to be stated. There was no need for bouncing from podcast to goddamn podcast. Nothing. All he had to do was sign it and say, yep, I signed it. Because that's all the boxing fanship wanted to know. Is this getting made or not? This thing is stalling out, and capping about the signing of a document, all because he wants to prolongate the length of the attention that he can hold to himself for as long as possible. It's just to stall out the level of attention that he can get and eat off of and leech off of. How long can I stall this out so that I can keep the most attention on me? Because that'll translate to more views on my podcast, Sassy Ass Interviews. That'll translate to more likes on a Twitter post. That'll translate to possibly more views on a potential fight that I have that I will clout ride Devin for, even though I have an intention on fighting a completely different, worthless person. But I'm going to prolong this Devin train for as long as I can, and then turn around and fight a worthless nobody. But that's going to translate to possibly more views for that worthless ass fight that I intend to make all the while. This shit is disgusting. Absolutely disrespectful, you guys. Absolutely disrespectful of the boxing fanship, of the boxing world and the sport as a whole. I cannot stress that enough. It's so unfortunate that we had to sit through that, brothers and sisters. I don't wish that on any, fan of sports at all, in any sport. I don't wish that. Why the fuck we got to go through that in boxing, brothers and sisters? In basketball, we can just sign up knowing that the best are going to compete with the best. We can watch football and know that the best are going to compete against the best. Tennis, motherfucking bad goddamn gabbing, volleyball out this bitch can expect that the best will, compete against the best at some particular point. Why is it only in boxing that we have to corset and feel the need to coddle the egos of these soft ass niggas just so that they can get up there and can compete? No, that's why I give praise and onus where it's due to the young King Devin and the likes of O'Shaquie Force and all these beautiful fighters that we can run the gamut on, who are actually about that life and standing on business, and who actually care about and respect the sport of boxing, and who actually have no problem in upholding the fanship that upholds them, so forth, etc. That's why the pressure is so heavy with the support for the likes of these people, because they get it. They understand. And they have a semblance of valor about themselves and esteem that they want to adhere to and further develop as athletes. And it's important to them to exemplify that and showcase that, because they come from a school where they salute what has been done already by beautiful Black giants who have done it before them. They know that they are in a line of greatness, and to the best of their ability, they want to exemplify that. That's not to say that they will be perfect all the time. That's not to say that they will get it right all the time. But the pursuit of that is the perfection, ladies and gentlemen. The making of oneself is via the process. And that encompasses trials and tribulations, victories and defeats, come what may, if that is on one's path. But the pursuit of it is the real championship, brothers and sisters. And we all win when we are in pursuit of that in our own lives. The cowardice, and that's why the cowardice could never be respected as far as I'm concerned. Never. And so, yes, I will absolutely shred to dust the cowardice I see in Shakur, E.T., Hot Girl Summer, Snatchway, Stevenson. Yes, I will shred that old fucking slick beer jive turkey for cultivating, an atmosphere of reticence and pump faking and publicity stunt mentality. He will be shredded. ADD goddamn Davis will be shredded for his imbecility in following suit and following the model of that inanity, and any other fucking fighter out here on that type of time will be absolutely shredded by me and by the real ones out here standing 10 toes ironclad in this. We don't play those goddamn soft ass, sucker ass, chump ass games. Pack that shit up and get it out of boxing. Y'all already know how I'm stepping with that. I don't play with it. Anywho, brothers and sisters, hold on. I want to see what you guys just said. The King Jut. Salute to the King Jit. He says, because a lot of these boxers are chumps, excluding a few. 1000% King. The King Corbin says, and what he don't understand is that Devin fans and more fans don't even check for him and that capping he be doing at all. At all, King Corbin. We're not checking for that. Because as I stated earlier, you know what I'm saying? No matter what side that these boxing, especially among the black boxing fanship, we stand on a multitude of sides. We don't all like the same people. You know what I'm saying? And we don't all necessarily, run to the forefront, to wave pom-poms for any one particular person. We run the gamut on our tastes, on our preferences and our likes. And that's a beautiful thing. I have no problem with the diversity. I like that our viewership and fanship is diverse. Okay. But at the end of the day, one thing that we can all be unified as a black boxing viewership and fan base is that we want to see the best fight the best. If we can agree on that, I have no beef, no qualm with any boxing fan. Because you care about what I care about, which is the sport and the betterment and the upliftment of boxing. You care about the future, the longevity of boxing. Right? We came through a century of beautiful black warriorship, brothers and sisters. I absolutely intend to see 100 more years of beautiful black elite warriorship be expressed in this sport. Because as I say time and time again, we have always been the standard. We will continue to be so long as we have that level of valor and warriorship at the forefront. That we see events by the young King Devin and, people like the GWOAT or people like Bud Crawford, Andre Ward, all these people that we can run the gamut on. Right? I want to see these people retire as beautifully celebrated warriors, as warriors who earned their stripes, whether in defeat or in victory. They were warriors and they deserve the respect that they, end with, that they have fought for, bled for. And because they will always have my support in victory or defeat. That does not matter to me. What matters to me is the heart. What matters to me is your making. I want to see you be made as a fighter. I want to see black people be made as black people in excellence, right? In whatever it is that we're doing, in our own lives, brothers and sisters, in whatever it is that you do in your field or with the things that you aspire to do, spiritually, mentally, with your education, with your career, with whatever it is that you're doing. I'm always aspiring and rooting for that to materialize, okay? So this is why I go hard for people standing 10 toes on that type of time. But brothers and sisters, we can be here all night getting into this. I think that we had a very, very thought-provoking discussion today. I hope that it was at least, because I definitely wanted to put these things on the table and get your take on this. And it's lovely to see the good family in agreement and your thoughts as well. What did my twin say? My twin says, in those other sports, they don't have a choice. We may need to find a way to take away the choice of ducking in boxing. Could not have said it better myself, King. It's a lot of leeway. It's a lot of outs, a lot of finagling that happens, a lot of politicking, as they say, that goes on behind the scenes that allows for a level of cowardice to get through that otherwise wouldn't if there were more stringent mindsets in place or parameters in place to keep that type of shit from happening. It's diabolical. Either way, something needs to be done. You know what I mean? I totally agree with that. But salute to the good people. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much. I went way late today. I'm never on until, nearly 10 p.m. But we had to hash this out the right way, thoroughly. And I'm happy to have been beside you guys and talking this wonderful boxing talk that we love. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, beautiful people. Have a fantastic week ahead, and we will definitely catch up again. Definitely. Shout out to my members. If you guys are not members as of yet, definitely consider becoming a member. Working on a little bit of stuff for you guys, particularly and exclusively. So salute to all the members in the building. And infinite peace to all the people who were in the building today. Infinite love to the people who will catch this on the replay. We will definitely catch up soon. Sending you warmth and gratitude, you guys. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.